first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Premier Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Premier Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 407-723-7135. 407-723-7135. That's 407-723-7135.
Boost Infinite's new wireless technology gives you 3 networks for the price of 1 and better service at a lower price. Switch today. Visit boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com.
Sure, any 2 slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll, perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats and cheeses, premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aioli, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made fresh just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like for only $6. Gotta have a Wawa. Happy Free Coffee Tuesday season.
Oh, happy Free Coffee Tuesdays to you.
'Tis the season for Wawa Rewards members to get any hot or handcrafted iced coffee for free every Tuesday, just for being you.
Oh, but I didn't get you anything.
Your presence is a present enough.
Really? I love it here.
Merry Free Coffee Tuesday season. Try our new holiday flavors like peppermint barked iced coffee or our hot holiday blend coffee. And sign up today for Wawa Rewards.
Escape to the village of nothing much and delight in soothing tales from the lakefront inn to the downtown bookshop to the cabin in the woods. Based on the beloved Nothing Much Happens podcast, Stories from the Village of Nothing Much offers family-friendly, anxiety-relieving narratives celebrating small joys and community bonds.
A tower of a tree stood lit in her glory in our park, and we all clapped and whistled our approval.
Listen to Stories from the Village of Nothing Much on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you dealing with tooth pain? Don't suffer in silence. Advanced Endodontics is here to help. Our expert team offers state-of-the-art care and is dedicated to helping you find relief. We specialize in root canals and have 6 convenient locations throughout Central Florida. We partner with well-known companies who offer great financing options, and you don't need a referral to make an appointment. Visit IneedaRootCanal.com today. Don't delay. That's IneedaRootCanal.com and take the pain away.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Okay.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Monday, December 11th, 2023. Lots to get to today. From a YouTube tragedy to Patrick Mahomes is really pissed off, and a study finds most men think they're C-Lane. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
5 shows.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Monday?
5 shows.
Yeah. Also,
I wonder if
who
anybody heard
sabotaged me? Who sabotaged
Nobody
me?
sabotaged you.
Buddy, I mean,
Nobody
Okay,
sabotaged you. Somebody left Moses' mic on on Friday.
That's what it was.
And I have a routine. I have a pre-show routine in here, and it does involve screaming at some point in time. I expect when that's done that it's not being broadcast to a whole bunch of people, but here we go. Right.
And then you just hear, yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
That's what I have to do right before I open the mic. It's just, just one big giant scream. And you caught it that time, folks. A little behind the scenes for you there. Well, here we are on a Monday. Didn't know if Sabrina was going to make it back in time. You almost got stuck in New Orleans like me last time I went there.
I got to tell you, it was, I think the last trip that I did, I had missed a flight in Atlanta. So I had determined the day that I was going to leave that everything was set up according to plan. Go to check the flight status, and Old Spirit, they didn't even email me. Like, I just happened to check it myself.
Oh, really?
Flight canceled. No explanation whatsoever. So there I am, about an hour and a half on the phone with some guy named Peter, and they rescheduled it to 9 o'clock at night, and then that got delayed to 10 o'clock at night.
Ooh.
And then I got home at 1:45 in the morning, baby.
Oh, no. I can't believe they didn't even tell you. That's like rule number 1. Inform the passengers that the plane's not going to be taking off.
You'd think. But I made it back. It was a beautiful weekend. I'm ready to just kill it the next week and go back on vacation. I'll be on a plane on Friday.
Oh, nice. Well, we got 5 shows left in 2023. And something a little special for you that we'll talk about in just a moment here. But first, let's start as we always do. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a Twitter space full of a bunch of big names you might know, like Elon Musk. Andrew Tate was on there. Even Vivek Ramaswamy, the presidential candidate, was on there. And it was him, Vivek Ramaswamy, the Republican presidential candidate, who left his phone on and his mic on as he took a pee during this Twitter space.
Beautiful.
With 100,000 people listening live and more than 2 million listening in total.
It's promoting an optimistic, pro-human future that the science and evidence shows is real and that we need.
Oh, Alex Jones.
Gentlemen, I have to go.
He's on there too. They just welcomed him back to the platform, and you know, I gotta say, I think Vivek Ramaswamy has disqualified himself from being president here, not because he peed on this Twitter space, but because he has the weakest stream I've ever heard in my life. We can't have a president with a weak stream.
Hey.
It's like a trinkle going going on here.
Exactly. I want to be very clear about my position. I'm super pro-human, and I mean all
What is
humans,
this stream, Vivek?
You know, humans in America, humans.
Wait,
and
that's him urinating?
That's him in the background peeing
That
during
sounds
this
like
call.
a damn koi pond.
Yeah.
It's like just a little bit. And
It sounds like some sort of Zen fountain.
It does. And then somebody says to him, hey, your mic's on.
and everywhere else.
Her phone open in the bathroom.
Thanks, Alex.
Vivek, that's your phone, Vivek. I'm not able to mute you. Vivek.
He finally mutes it.
Perfect. Go ahead, Elon.
Sorry about that. So, well, I hope you feel better. I feel great. Thank you.
Yeah, there he goes. Just peeing during the Twitter space with the very, very weak stream that he just displayed.
Are these Twitter spaces ever enjoyable? Because it seems like a giant cluster F every time we've played a clip from one of these.
People seem to like them, but I totally agree. It's just chaos. It's like 400 voices at 400 different volumes.
It reminds me of like the very beginning of voice chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where nothing is like clear. You can't hear anybody that good.
It's like, I have no way of muting you, even though I'm the moderator of this whole thing.
Right,
Come on, dude.
That would be far too convenient if that was the case. But they brought Alex Jones back to X or Twitter, whatever you'd like to call it these days. He got banned for God knows what way back when. Then there was a poll on Saturday, and 70% said that Alex Jones should be reinstated, so I'm sure that'll last at least a number of days, if not a full-on week. But that wasn't the drama I had the most fun watching this weekend. Oh, boy, there was another pool of drama entirely, and that was because out of absolutely nowhere, and I would love to hear from any of you listening right now who have been impacted by this, because the subreddit for Smile Direct Club was just an absolute gem, a fountain, stronger than Vivek Ramaswamy's stream of drama this weekend.
Smile Direct. Why
Smile Direct Club. Smile Direct Club, they abruptly, and I mean abruptly, shut the whole company down
over the weekend, right?
What about people who are not done with their smiles?
There you go. The people who are like in the middle of getting their different things to shift their teeth around, like the different retainers or whatever they give them, they're like, you're screwed. Sorry, you're screwed. But by the way, you have to keep paying us if you're on a payment plan.
That's nuts.
We're going to keep collecting your money right now.
Reminds me of Movie Pass, which came back in all its glory. So
yeah,
don't worry, Smile Direct.
Smile Direct Club shuts down. They filed for bankruptcy, Chapter 11. Out of nowhere, they just completely shut down. And this service could cost thousands and thousands of dollars for people to straighten their teeth at home. Something went wrong. Obviously, the business is upside down. And then, bam, they just shut down. And they tell all their customers, look, we're going to put this to you gently. You're screwed. Also, keep paying us. Those are the two things that we're looking for here. And everybody on the Smile Direct Club subreddit is like, we got to sue them. We're going after them. Screw these people. How could they do this to us? And it is just an absolute and total mess right now. They said that they're expected to make all monthly payments until payment has been made in full per the terms of our Smile Pay program. And as for getting any more of these, retainer things that they send over to you, not going to happen.
That's insane, man.
We're not still in business, really, but we are in the business of collecting money still. We want to keep doing that.
How
if you don't mind.
How is that allowed?
I don't know. It seems pretty screwy to me. It seems a little bit messed up. But that's what they're doing. Let us know if you're caught in that trap with the dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Watched a movie this weekend, one that has C-Lane boiling a bit. His blood is...
I wonder if we watched the same one.
F that movie.
Netflix?
Yep.
Yeah. Leave the World Behind. Did you watch it too?
I watched it on the plane yesterday.
Okay.
And I ended up falling asleep, so I did not see the very end of it.
Well, that's the part.
Well,
it's literally, I think I fell asleep maybe in the last 15 minutes.
Then you know as much as we do.
Oh, really?
Oh, C-Lane was so hyped about this. Okay, so the movie Leave the World Behind has Julia Roberts. I was not watching it for that. Courtney put the movie on, all right? Julia Roberts is in it. Ethan Hawke is in it. Kevin Bacon is in it.
Barely.
Mahershala Ali, I think is how you say her name. She was one of the stars of this. And is that a dude?
That's the guy.
That's the main black lead character. The dude who is like...
who is in Swan Song? Remember that movie? He was great in that.
He's a really good actor, actually.
Yeah.
He did fantastic in this, too. So this movie is about, perhaps the end of the world is upon us, and there's a bunch of weird things happening. And when you get to the end, I said to C-Lane, I was like, I thought the movie was okay, but the end seemed a little I don't know, abrupt, I guess you would say. So imagine that you're watching a movie and they present to you 20 riddles, right? And you're like, what's happening with this? What's happening with this? What's happening with this? Like when you're watching the show Lost and you got smoke monsters and polar bears and all of these things. And then the movie goes, by the way, it's over. Here we go, the end. And they basically answer nothing. And
man, I thought I fell asleep and then I would have something to go back home.
Nope. And clearly they're setting up for a second one of these.
It was pretty scary, though. I'll tell you what. On the plane, and it helped that it was terrible turbulence. But there's one particular part where I'm like, okay, I'm in what's crashing right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, thank you.
But I liked it. Yeah, I know what part you're talking about, which was pretty crazy the way they filmed that whole thing. It has one of those endings that will really piss people off. BDMX Con says Soprano style. Not even. Well, kind of Soprano style.
It reminded me of a movie I watched with Ashley when we first started dating, and she lived it was a hike getting out there. And so I went out, we were making dinner, and we watching this movie where this woman is deaf and somebody's trying to kill her. And then she evades it a lot. And then in the morning, everything's okay. You never know why the guy's trying to kill her. You don't know anything about the guy. You don't know anything. It's just all right, well, we're done here. Everything's cool.
You know what it seems like? It seems like they hired a great writer to write a movie, and the writer wrote 4/5 of the movie, And then in the final portion of the movie, the writer got fired, and then they brought somebody else in. They were like, and everything worked out, the end. There you go. Movie over. We wrapped it up. But a lot of people watching that leave the world behind on Netflix. If you did as well, maybe you liked it. Tell us what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now.
We see the movie behind. I know. Yeah.
I mean, up to that point, I thought it was pretty good, though, right?
It was a good. I mean, like you said, some of the effects were executed really well. I like that actor, Ali.
He's good.
His daughter seemed like kind of a bitch, but I mean,
but that's the role she was playing too.
Yeah. But and and I was like filled with curiosity, and I was ready to kind of figure out everything, and then nothing.
Yeah,
so that was
got some people heated, a la Sopranos, I think. Okay, when we come back, we've got a surprise for you this week, something I think some of you will like, and we'll also get to those dispatches. We got big drama and a tragedy on YouTube, in the world of YouTube. We got to talk about a whole bunch of things, and we got to have one last chat with our great friend Amy Caulfield for 2023. All of that and so much more in a busy show. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
They won't tell you this, but your pets are pretty lonely when you leave. No worries. We'll keep them company. Just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
I have an accident on State Road 50 at Good Homes Road, seeing some heavier traffic now on northbound Good Homes Road at that intersection. Still working a crash at 436 between West Lake Brantley Road and State Road 434, blocking the left turn lane with FHP on the scene. And a crash in Brevard County, 95 southbound before Palm Bay Road. Left lane blocked and the left shoulder blocked at that location northbound. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Whatever hoagie you prefer, Wawa hoagies are made just for you. Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like for only $6. $6 for your favorite classic hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa.
Escape to the village of nothing much and delight in soothing tales from the lakefront inn to the downtown bookshop to the cabin in the woods. Based on the beloved Nothing Much Happens podcast, Stories from the Village of Nothing Much offers family-friendly, anxiety-relieving narratives celebrating small joys and community bonds.
A tower of a tree stood lit in her glory in our park, and we all clapped and whistled our approval.
Listen to Stories from the Village of Nothing Much on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sick of paying $100 for groceries and getting nothing but eggs, orange juice, and a paper bag? Then download the Drop app. Drop lets you earn points with your everyday shopping and redeem them for gift cards. Want a free dinner with those groceries? Drop it. How about daily lattes? Drop it. So download Drop today and get $5 just for signing up. Use invite code GetDrop777. That's invite code GetDrop777.
The wonders of the sea meet the joy of the holidays at SeaWorld's Christmas celebration. From underwater discoveries to enchanting shows on ice, and Sesame Street Land to a winter wonderland filled with magic and millions of sparkling lights. It's a holiday celebration like no other, only at SeaWorld Orlando. Select dates now through January 2nd. Save up to 40% on tickets and annual passes during our holiday sale. Hurry, offer ends December 24th. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit on every truck in stock. Ford, Chevy, Ram, and GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all. Lifted trucks, work trucks, diesels, and 4x4s. Take advantage of Nations Trucks' end-of-the-year savings all month long. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
Our Fence Outlet salesperson was a wealth of information. Things that weren't addressed by other companies were addressed by Fence Outlet. We're so pleased with our new Fence Outlet fence.
Go to fenceoutlet.com today. License number C10252 and C10803.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
This season calls for giving more than just a cup of cheer. It calls for Wawa's Frosted Sugar Cookie Iced Coffee? Sweet.
A peppermint cookies and cream smoothie? So smooth.
Guys, we might have gotten you the same thing.
Oh, good. That's what I wanted anyway.
Give joy this season with Wawa's handcrafted holiday beverages. Happy sippings. Gotta have a Wawa. Happy Free Coffee Tuesday season.
Oh, happy Free Coffee Tuesdays to you.
'Tis the season for Wawa Rewards members to get any hot or handcrafted iced coffee for free every Tuesday, just for being you.
Oh, but I didn't get you anything.
Your presence is a present enough.
Really? I love it here.
Merry Free Coffee Tuesday season. Try our new holiday flavors like peppermint barked iced coffee or our hot holiday blend coffee. And sign up today for Wawa Rewards.
Men suffering from ED or PE, you'll see instant results on your first visit at Premier Men's Medical Center. For a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are totally free. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. Call now, 407-723-7135.
Do you have information about a violent crime? Help solve crimes with your anonymous tips at crimeline.org. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your tips make a difference. Say it here. It's anonymous at crimeline.org. Paid by CSTF.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner or search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7 plus stations playing all kinds of holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, R&B, tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This
The ending to that movie, Leave the World Behind, he says.
That makes sense.
He was
sure.
like, I really liked it. I liked the movie and I liked the ending. I would go, you madman. What is going on? You want to be tortured with all of these things that they dangle in front of you in this movie and then they deliver on nothing? I want answers, damn it. We got none at the end of that.
And then I was reminded this on the texting service because I noticed it when we watched the movie and then it just didn't even come up and I kind of forgot and put it away. Mm-hmm. But one of the executive producers of the movie were the Obamas, Michelle and Barack.
Really? That's who we're blaming then. We're blaming the Obama. He's responsible for this, and now I want some answers, please. We're going to do a sequel on this thing, which is probably exactly what they wanted to do. But here we go. All right, C-Lane has some unfortunate audio.
Oh,
from
man,
me,
this is great. I mean, just a gem of what happened before the show today.
The commercial break fun.
Yeah.
For the record, I thought that I was in the privacy of my studio and that there was no live microphones on, so I could clear all the weekend out of my throat and get ready to open the show. But apparently that was not the case.
And Peisenberg texted me, and I thought he was joking around. He's like, "Oh, I heard that, and I almost pooped myself," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, really? It can't be that bad. It can't be that terrifying, is it?"
Convenient locations throughout Central Florida. We partner with well-known companies who are.
That's so abrupt.
We partner with well-known companies who are.
Who are you yelling at?
That's just
how you
me.
clear your throat. You're just like, yeah,
I do like a here we go.
Hey!
One of these just to get all the
Florida. We partner with well-known companies who offer.
That sounds like, God, what's the song? Banana, na, na. Hey! Da-da-da. Perfect.
You know, it's not even a microphone right in front of me. It's a microphone off to the side near me.
That's pointed away from you.
Yeah, that's pointed in the other direction.
So is it around that time every show that Courtney just gets startled in the living room?
I think so. Yeah, she has opened the door when I was doing it before and been like, "Whoa, what the hell is going on in here? You all right? Everything good?" Barely. Okay, we got something for you this week. A little something special that we have never done before.
You shouldn't have, you guys.
But we might as well. And so Junkie Claus has arrived for Christmas. And Junkie Claus brings with him some of the previous shirt designs that we have a few extras of, and I mean a few, in the closet in my office, right? So when we do a big order, we ended up with some extras, and we have them in the office. And so we're like, let's get rid of these. Let's give people an opportunity. If they missed out on a design they really loved, Junkie Claus will deliver. And you'll get the shirt. You get a random magnet with it, and I'll throw a sticker in there too. But when I say limited, I mean like there's less than 40 of the design that's up for today, right? So these are going to sell out. There's only certain sizes and stuff. But if you go to getskywall.com, the Summer Vibes design, which was one of my favorites, that was in the middle of last year, I think. There's like less than 40 of those that were still left in the closet in my office.
Merry Christmas.
They're up there. You could get them. You do get the magnet and sticker with it, but you get just a random magnet and sticker. And they will be shipped out in time for Christmas. So if you got somebody who's a fan of the show and you want to grab this, go for it. If there was another design you missed out on, wait for it, because each day this week we'll pop another one up there and you could get your hands on them if you're incredibly fast. So go do that at getskywall.com as Junkie Claus delivers from the closet some of the leftover shirts from these very popular designs. Go check those out right now. GetSkywall.com. And again, those are not going to last very long. Over in the world of YouTube, this is going to go a little too deep on the internet for both of you, but I'll let you know what's going on here regardless. There's a YouTuber by the name of Hunter Avallone. And Hunter Avallone was this guy who had a pretty big YouTube channel, like crawling up on 1 million subscribers at one point. And he was like an alt-right guy, right? And then he did something that not a lot of people do. He totally pivoted. Like he had some epiphany and he was like, I'm wrong on all these things. And he starts heading in a totally different direction, like to the left politically. So his channel starts to lose some subscribers. People start to get angry at him, blah, 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 blah. Hunter Avallone is somebody who's been involved in a lot of like online drama stuff. And now he found himself in a new relationship. He was dating this Twitch streamer who is Holly Pino, I think is how you say her name. And they live in West Virginia together, okay? So Hunter Avallone and this Twitch streamer, Holly Pino, they're posting online over the last couple of weeks that her ex, who she was with for 11 years, her ex is like stalking her and is acting in very, very strange and abusive ways towards her. She posts online that she found two of those, what are the Apple trackers called? The
AirTags.
The AirTags. She found 2 AirTags on her vehicle because her ex was trying to figure out where this Hunter Avallone guy lived. And she was like, look, he's trying to come after us, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden they get a pound on their door in the middle of the day.
Countdown.
And it's this ex-boyfriend of 11 years. He's arrived. He's got a gun with him.
Jesus.
And he's hell-bent on killing this YouTuber, Hunter Avallone.
Question.
And
Is all of this available via video on their YouTube channel?
As you rightfully guessed here, there is some of it when they were on the back porch hiding from this guy, and you could hear the cops arrive and stuff. And you see her because when the ex shot his gun through the front door of the house, he hit her in her leg, in the thigh, and the bullet went into her leg. And she's on the back porch with this YouTuber, and she's bleeding, and they're waiting there, calling 911 and screaming. It's just absolute insanity that's playing out in this video. You can see it on Hunter Avallone's Twitter account if you Google that. And the cops pull up, ex-boyfriend's at the door, and as he shoots at the cops, I guess, he then takes his own life, and you hear it on the video, and it's just like, holy cow, man, that is just, it's the internet beef turning into real world violence, and nearly somebody actually dying, taking their own life.
And then, like, morbidly enough, you can tune into all of it, and they still get a fat YouTube check.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they'll find a way, I'm sure. But to me, it's like sometimes we think when we're arguing with people online, like, this is just a comment section. This is just a Twitter thread. And this will never turn into anything in real life. And in this case, because of the ex being still, I guess, in love with this girl and they're fighting about it online, it turns to real world violence. And he shows up at the house. It was just absolutely insane. It says video captures popular YouTuber's stricken girlfriend after her ex-boyfriend shoots her and then kills himself. They had just been warned by their landlord that there was some shady man on the property with a gun in his jacket, and that led to everything that followed. Absolutely insane. We want to hear from you, your dispatches. You can send those over at thenewsjunkie.com. It's very, very easy for you to do. I also saw the news, and I don't understand it. I don't know how they have this much money to pay these people, but a Japanese MLB superstar and 2-time MVP that is, Shohei Ohtani. He just got a deal to play with the Los Angeles Dodgers, friends, in the world of sports. That's right. And this guy, I don't understand how they could do this, how it makes sense financially, but he just signed a 10-year deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers for $700 million, which is just insane. $700 million, and that's
insane.
That's $275 million higher than the previous record contract and more than the 2023 opening day payroll of 2 entire teams. That's how much money this guy got in this contract.
Is he really that great?
I guess so. I guess he is.
It seems like the whole team needs to be involved for the team to do very well. It's not like he can be pitcher, batter, and outfielder at the same time, but he's making the money.
It's almost like there's no I, in
Thank
team.
you. Thank you.
True. Yeah, he is a pitcher, and he is a good batter as well. They compare him to Babe Ruth, and they say his move to the Dodgers will have around a $444 million economic impact next year alone. Japanese visitors coming to watch Ohtani in the U.S. spent about $8 million last year, and also people in Japan want to watch him play. So it opens up that marketplace even more for the MLB, which they're interested in. $700 million over 10 years. How about that? That is something else. And a lot of money still in the world of baseball, I guess.
Do you think that if this player were coming over from China, they would just be going nuts on the right side?
I don't know. You mean politically, like people or right-wing people? I don't know. I don't know if they would. Maybe they like Japanese people, but they don't like Chinese people. Or maybe they more so just don't like the Chinese government. I have no idea, but I know that is a lot of money. And I look at baseball and I'm like, I guess it's still the second most popular major league sport in the United States of America behind football, of course. But it just seems to me like, are they getting that much money? There must be that much money coming in that they're able to pay somebody like that. That's just a lot of cash. All right, let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening where you are. Here is Mo Manji, the realtor, talking about Leave the World Behind.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well.
Thank you.
Yes, that movie really pissed me off, the ending of it. And that guy's name is Mahershala Ali. That's his name.
Mahershala Ali. All right. Yeah, he's very good. He did a great job.
Very
that
good
dude.
looking as well.
Everyone
seemed to age except for that man.
He's a fancy man, is what he is, and he plays a fancy man in the role that he's playing, and he's incredibly good. It's sort of Idris Elba vibes, I think. Right? Like I get a little of that from him.
From Wish.
Yeah, here is Man Kicking with a dispatch.
It was possibly one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen. Me and the wife watched it. It took us 2 days to watch it because it kept falling asleep.
Oh boy!
And what was the deal with the deer? I mean, it was just dumb. Absolutely dumb.
What was the deal with the deer?
Hey,
sir, I don't know. We can't tell you what the deal is with anything because they left all these questions open and they didn't answer anything. And they said, "Ha! You will sit and wait for the sequel, and you will be happy about it."
I did like it though, but I guess I'll have a different opinion after I watch the rest of it, which I think is probably like 10 minutes. I remember waking up to the very end of it. That was, I think, just the full circle moment for the daughter, but all I remember is her saying, "Finally."
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
It should make sense to you then.
But that's it? That's all I missed?
The daughter said, "Finally." What was the daughter looking for the whole time?
Yeah, that one particular.
Yeah. So,
but nothing, no other holes filled.
No.
Okay.
Nothing.
Sweet.
Nothing else at all. Jack Bradshaw loved it, though. He's on board with it. And I bet some other people were. And I think it's probably going to do very well because it's just sitting there on Netflix over the holidays. Here's Willie talking about another movie.
Hey, everybody. Happy today.
Hey.
Had a great weekend. Went to go see the new Godzilla -1 movie. Actually, the third time I saw it.
Oh, my God.
Not because I'm a huge Godzilla nerd or anything, but mostly because I'm a huge Godzilla nerd.
Yeah.
But it was a really good movie. I thought the story was phenomenal. The musical score was incredible.
Subtitles,
Godzilla looked badass. It was pretty awesome, and it was the original Japanese release from Toho. So if you can't do subtitles, well, you're out of luck. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great holiday. Okay, goodbye.
You too. Yeah, that
Wait,
only
you're not going to
cost,
talk to us the rest of the week, man?
That only cost $15 million to make that Godzilla -1.
That's so weird to me. I mean, I thought CGI was always very expensive.
They're finding ways to make movies cheaper, and they're making different kinds of deals inspired by outfits like Blumhouse and other A24 and other outlets that are making movies that are a lot cheaper, so it's easier to push a profit on them. And that's why I make the argument that Disney in particular, and Pixar in particular, these are bloated places that are running up a budget that is way bigger than it should. And then when you make a movie for $250 million, you have to have a massive success on your hands to make any money back. And that means you can't screw up anything along the way. You got to have perfect marketing, perfect targeting of the demographics you're going after, perfect promotion all along. And when you mess up on anything, then you're going to fall short of that. So Godzilla -1, big deal, $15 million. Not hard to make that back. In fact, they already did. #1 movie was an anime at the box office this weekend.
That. Beyonce had just one solid week. Poor gal.
Yeah. The concert movies fall off a little quicker, I think, because they're very front-loaded. Everybody's like, right away, I got to see that. I want to see it day one. I'm not waiting for this. So that, fell off pretty big. Here's #1 day star. It says the annual The News Junkie Awards.
Oh, wow. It's happening.
Hey, News Junkies. #1 day star here.
Hey.
As we come to the close of another festive season, it's time for our annual TNJ Awards. There are 5 such awards this year.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get right to it. The first award, the Optimist Award. This award goes to the...
who's going to get the Optimist Award? What do you think?
Definitely not you.
I might snag it. I don't know. I don't know if I've been an optimist this year. Who would? C-Lane maybe would have been the optimist.
I don't feel like I come off as extremely optimistic, but
what you
maybe.
watching over there, man?
Just some
Cooking
Facebook
videos?
reels.
Oh, God.
We're doing a show here, bud.
It's like it's a cake, right? Am I saying that correctly?
No, they're steaks.
No, steaks. Got it.
He's watching steaks on YouTube or Facebook.
Definitely
as we're
getting
doing
the
the show.
Optimus Award.
Let's see if that factors into the award here. All right, here we go.
Person who is responsible for whenever you want a weekly dose of positivity and whenever you want reasons to be proud of being Floridian, just turn to C-Lane and his weekly Florida News Roundup.
Congratulations,
They
C-Lane.
never disappoint to make you feel like a valid and proud Floridian citizen.
True.
The second award, the Perseverance Award.
Ooh, the Perseverance Award.
Also goes to me.
If if C-Lane sweeps the awards, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. We got to at least get an award for the two of us, Sabrina.
Well, we better. There's only 3 of us. If he gives all the awards to C-Lane, we're not doing this award show again.
But who persevered the most in 2023?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not feeling like I'm persevering right now. But is that
That's
me?
what I said right before I got the Optimist Award, though.
Oh, that's true. Maybe it goes to you. Let's see what he says.
This, of course, goes to the mighty Fritz.
Oh,
the courage it takes to show up to that TNJ miss every week, knowing full well that no matter how many times you ask, no matter how many years you ask, they will never know what the capital of Australia is. I now understand why, especially on final season episodes, you show up prepared with robust libations. Godspeed, little one.
All right, Fritz, congrats.
The third award, the Storyteller Award. This, of course, goes to the spectacularly...
Oh, now I already know where it's going. Damn it, man. Because he's not going to call me spectacularly beautiful. That's what he was going for.
He might.
What was the award? What was
Storyteller.
Storyteller Award.
I thought it was a little bit long-winded, but go ahead.
Beautiful and amazing woman who not only brings the news in an exciting packaged way that makes you want to listen and want to hear more. It's just amazing. And so this award, of course, goes to the mighty Amy I can't remember her last name, so let's just give it to Sarah.
Stolen from you after you celebrated the Storyteller Award is yanked away from you and given to Amy Kaufeld. Oh,
she
my
even had
God.
her hands in the air and everything.
I did. I was very excited. I was the only woman on the show, I thought, but I didn't realize that we are giving awards to people that aren't here right now.
Oh, well, Fritz got an award.
Congrats, Amy. We'll have to let her know when we talk to her later.
Amy K got an award. I didn't get an award.
Not
Sabrina
feeling
didn't get an
very
award.
optimistic or persevering.
We got more. There's more of it, but we got to take a quick break. We'll come back with the rest of the annual TNJ Awards from Number One Day Star. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
X marks the spot at Real Radio 1041 on X.
Yeah, no one calls it that.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the low 60s. So we're below seasonal, but the good news is sun will be out and shining bright. Winds out of the northwest with gusts up to about 25 miles per hour expected today. Coolest temps of the week will be felt tomorrow morning, and then we are back to the low 70s to end the work week. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. During Pro Paint Days at Lowe's, save $10 on a new and exclusive 5-gallon pail of HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Drywall PVA Primer and Sealer. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Offer valid 12/4 through 12/15. Exclusions, restrictions, and more terms apply.
Folks, there is a great company that's willing to help you out and be honest with you, and there are so few of them out there. Mills Air is a real gem, and that's why they've been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years they've been helping people just like you out with their air conditioning needs. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer, and they can get you access to rebates like one up to $1,275 for a brand new Carrier unit. That's incredibly helpful when you're in the buying process. They also have preventative maintenance that can save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown. No surprises there. What you need to do is pick up the phone, 407-277-1159, or you could find them online at millsair.com.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Sky Rizzy. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Sky Rizzy, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Sky Rizzy, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizzy.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZY to learn more.
Ho, ho, hold up. It's the end of the year already, and I'm way behind. So this month I'm slaying prices. Let's wrap up the year. You'll save up to $6,000 off a nicer, newer car. Plus, I'll stuff your stocking with $1,000 Christmas cash on a new car. Don't wait for the jolly old elf, because right now, Santa R.C. Hill at R.C. Hill Mitsubishi wants to help you save $6,000 and stuff your stocking with $1,000. Are other dealers roasting your chestnuts over past credit mishaps? Let us help you get approved. Help me wrap up the year, and you could fill your sleigh with savings and drive home in a new car today. Save up to $6,000 based on the car you choose. And I'll give you $1,000 Christmas cash for the kiddies. But hurry, this deal's done once we wrap up. I'm R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
Join the Monsters on Friday, December the 15th at Enterber Irish Pub. It's in Maitland at the Sheraton Maitland. It's a big celebration of a great, great year with the Monsters, and we're going to raise as much money as we can for the Coalition for the Homeless. We're going to have all kinds of talent on stage. We're going to have Monster T-shirts for you. It's going to be a party. There'll be all kinds of specials like mimosas and Bloody Marys, and it's at Enterber Friday, December 15th. It's going to be a great time at the Sheraton Maitland. Join the Monsters for a live broadcast from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's Enterber Irish Pub.
My name is John Clay Wolf, and I'm the CEO of GiveMeTheVin.com, and I love to buy cars. And I love the system we built to buy your car. It is quick. It is fast. If you've got your license plate number, you can just go to GiveMeTheVin.com, stick it in there. 45 seconds, you're in and out. You'll have a number. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer, where we love to buy cars.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Did you know Discover wants everyone to feel special? That's why with your Discover card, you have access to 24/7 customer service, as well as $0 fraud liability, which means you're never held responsible for unauthorized purchases. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. Limitations apply.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening to
Amy Caulfield, Serena almost got an award, but it just snatched from her jaws right there at the last moment, given to Amy Caulfield.
I should not have assumed. I feel kind of like an idiot.
I don't have anything either. I have not been awarded with anything so far in the annual TNJ Awards from #1 Day Star. So let's go back. Let's see if we could pick one up. I mean, I would think because we're on the show and we're here every day providing this glorious show to you, that we might snag one, but we could be snubbed here in our very own award show. Let's see what the next award is.
I don't remember her last name, so
Amy
let's give it
Caulfield.
to Sabrina instead.
Wait, It's a technicality. He couldn't remember Amy Caulfield's last name, so he gave it to Sabrina instead.
I can't accept that award.
You need one directly
This has been a roller coaster.
It really has. And just because you can't remember her last name, I get it by default. That doesn't seem like I really earned it.
Yeah, maybe there's more for us in here, especially me. I'm looking for me.
Deliver the news this year, along with entertainment, with excitement and music and pomp and lights. But ever since I first heard her do that demonic twist with my favorite Britney Spears song, I still suffer from PTSD and nightmares from it. The fourth award, which is a 2-in-1 award, the Office Scrooge McDuck Award.
Oh, no. The Office Scrooge McDuck Award.
Who does that go to?
Something tells me I'm taking this one home.
You never know.
It's
Might be someone whose last name you can't remember.
It's a 2-in-1, but I don't know what that means either.
BOGO.
All right, here we go. Maybe I'll get the award.
As well as the Budget Cruncher Award. With all the votes, the winner, of course, is Small Hands Sean. Wow. The cops took my little stool from me.
Good old Budget Cruncher.
Canadians are dumb. Wow. Santa can be black, but a skinny woman, that's where I draw the line.
True.
Wow. Why does Sabi need a bigger desk? Do you notice shortly after the desk was quote
Hey, this award is really just you ribbing on me now for about 30 seconds.
An award nonetheless, Sean.
And the longest,
he awarded you with a roast.
The longest dispatch ever, but I still want to hear who gets the last award.
But Sabi and C-Lane were dumped from his house and were forced to go back to the office.
True.
And the fifth and final award is the TNJ Word of the Year Award. And of course, the word of the year is typically. Give me $1 every time Mr. Attorney Mo uses or says typically, and I would make the Billionaire Club within a year. But that's it for the awards. Have a wonderful year until next year. See you with America. The News Junkie rocks.
Thank you, number one day star. Appreciate the awards. Even Mo got one. We'll be talking to our friend Amy Caulfield for the last time in 2023 in just a bit here on the show. We'll see what's going on with her. I see this story that's making the rounds, and all these people are like, this is out of control. This is ridiculous. And I've told you before, be aware of these stories. When we do have inflation, things are expensive as hell. We got major problems. The housing market's starting to fall. We got a bunch of issues, right? But there's also people who are out there trying to make things look even worse to go viral, like grifters out there. And the one that I saw this morning was somebody who went to Walt Disney World, and they said, are you kidding me? You went to Walt Disney World to eat, and it was $2,500? Oh, my God. No one can afford this. What's going on here? How could your meal be $2,500? And then I go, let's look into this. Let's see what's going on. And they went to a particular restaurant while they were here at Disney. And it's called Victoria and Albert's.
Oh, yeah, the one with the Michelin star.
Yeah, this is a Michelin star rated high-end luxury restaurant that is that expensive. And that's the reason why they saw a gigantic bill. This is not like the average person by any means going to Disney World spending $2,500 to eat. No. This is somebody going to the most expensive place that you can when you visit Disney, and a very famous restaurant. They said in total, they spent $1,500 on food, $800 on wine, and then tax was $149.50, bringing their total bill to $2,449.50 before tip.
And they were upset at that.
No, people were upset because they said dinner costs $2,500 at Disney? What's going on in this world of ours? Here's what I was thinking when I heard this. Must be nice to be a waiter at Victoria and Albert's.
Yep.
If you got a $2,500 tab at a table, that's a good tip right
making
there.
Bank. But I bet that this is a very strict place to work. There's a certain way to go about doing just about everything. And if you mess up once, somebody else is going to be right there to take your job, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's like we also know some people who are bartenders at a bar in Universal Studios, and the job is like coveted. Everybody wants to get this job. Constant flow of people coming in there, really cool staff where they all kind of have some camaraderie and
Perks,
fun.
you know,
Yeah. Perks galore. And the job is hard to get. So they do have that against you where they're like, oh, you don't want to do what we're asking you to do? We will find somebody else to take this gig. And that is definitely something that happens with that.
What would be the most expensive restaurant at Universal?
Not nearly as expensive as that, I don't think.
No, but what if you wanted to go there and put down top dollar? What are we looking at?
I think it might be that one, and I could be wrong. Correct me, some of you theme park adults out there. Correct me on this, but there's one that's in Islands of Adventure.
Mythos.
Yes, that's what it is. I think that's supposed to be a little nicer, but I don't know. I've never been there.
I think you're right. It's fine dining. My wife used to work there forever ago.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah, and I want to say that you can eat there without park admission. You can get a reservation, but I don't know that for sure.
Right, yeah, but that is a little more upscale, I think. I don't think it's near Victoria and Albert's price levels, but that's what you expect when you go to that place. All right, don't forget, we are doing Junkie Claws all week long, and one design is resurrected each day. Just the leftovers that we have in the closet in my office. These are almost gone. There's very few sizes, too, so don't go too crazy on me here. I think there's less than 10 left for the Summer Vibes design. So if you want to snag that, these will be shipped out before Christmas, so you should have them ahead of time and stuff. In fact, I might just ship them out as the days go by just to knock it all out. I think there's more of the aqua design than there is of the black one, but there's not many left at all. So I'll tell you which ones are left as we roll on today so we can get those all gobbled up. Less than 10 are available. You get a magnet, random magnet, and sticker with it. Go to thenewsjunkie.com or actually go to getskywall.com. Excuse me. Go to getskywall.com, GETSKYWALL, and we'll be doing one of those designs resurrected by Junkie Claws each day this week. Let's go to, here's the Richard, who says, pronounce it correctly. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
It's pronounced Mahershala Ali. Mahershala.
Mahershala. Okay, I think we got it now.
It's a fun name.
I think we got it at this point. Here's...
What do you call that guy for short? Hirsch?
Hirsch dog? Yeah. Over to Ian on the fly with a dispatch.
Just want to tell everybody, love the show. Happy holidays. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas.
That's quite the stream, buddy.
All right, braggart.
You're putting Ramaswamy to shame here. He was just a trickle compared to this. This sounds like a waterfall.
That image just seems like
the
18th hole.
Yeah, there's a lot coming out.
Happy New Year. I appreciate the 10-plus years I've been listening. You guys have kept me entertained.
Thank you.
All right, well, hope you guys have a great show. Bye.
All right, thank you, sir. Bye-bye for now. We'll wait to hear from you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us your dispatch right now. Just saw 3 more orders come in, so those are snagged up. There's probably just maybe 5 left, and it might be some random size. So that's what you're going to have to sort through. Go to getskywall.com. When we come back, Amy Kaufeld for the final time in 2023, and we'll go over the year we've spent with her when we come back. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
This Christmas Eve at 8 p.m., a Real Radio Christmas Carol on repeat. Sponsored by Goldsmith Jewelry Shop. This holiday, shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Crash in Altamont Springs, State Road 436 closed down eastbound from Westlake Brantley to 434. The crash is right around North Lake Causeway. Again, all eastbound lanes are closed at that location. Still seeing a crash in Orange County, blocking the right-hand lane on the 408 eastbound, approaching Alafaya Trail. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Brightline Trains. Ride brighter to Miami's best beaches and resorts with Brightline's new train service to South Florida. Enjoy spacious seats, free Wi-Fi, and hourly departures from Orlando with stops in West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and more. Groups of 4 or more save 25%. Book now at GoBrightline.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Unleash your creativity with the brand new Hype app. That's HYPH. Hype empowers you to create music effortlessly. Sharing your songs with friends on social media. Create your song with a few swipes. You'll never believe how easy and fun it is to make music. Listen to Johnny's House weekday mornings on XL for your Hype to air on the radio. The best Hype wins $5,000. Download the new Hype app now at XL1067.com or go to Instagram at XL1067.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
The Fence Outlet team is knowledgeable and professional. They have fair prices and they take care of the permits. I'm very happy with my Fence Outlet fence.
Check them out for yourself at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C108.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida.
It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal.
Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Sharing is caring, right? Well, that's what they say. But at McDonald's, they mean it. That's the only place where when I roll through with my fam, I leave happy and full. Because for real, I get everything I want. No. Scratch that. We all get everything we want. Especially right now, when we can bundle our faves for breakfast. How about a savory sausage McMuffin with melty cheese, or the most delicious, warm, flaky sausage biscuit with those delicious classic hash browns for just $2.79? Or later in the day, get the fam together and go all out. Bundle the hits like a crispy McChicken topped with mayo and lettuce, or a juicy McDouble with not one, but two 100% pure beef patties and tasty, small, world-famous fries for only $3.69. McDonald's eats, and so do we all, because there's always something for everyone. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid with product served.
Gift wrapping struggles. Packed parking lots. Tangled decorations. Take your family light years from the holiday routine with Holidays in Space at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, sponsored by Pepsi. Discover the nightly lighting of a 50-foot tree, the all-new projection show guided by our out-of-this-world host, Starflake, and the Rocketry Trail, sponsored by L3 Harris. Holidays in Space is included with general admission. Tickets on sale now at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to consumercellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Alliant Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 12-month terms and only $1,000 minimum. And the happiest part? Alliant certificates yield 5.25% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Radio. 104.1.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
From Fox 35 is with us, of course, but it is for the last time in 2023. Amy K, how you doing?
No, I'm going to miss you guys, but I'm glad we're going to be back together in just 2 weeks.
I know.
It's going to go by fast.
3
weeks.
We take a little while, but what's going on with you for the holidays? You got big plans?
So we're going to be here for Christmas. So I'm off that week, and then we're going to take the kids skiing after Christmas and take them out to Colorado for a couple days. So it'll be fun.
Oh man, that sounds exciting.
wait.
Yeah, you got to get out there. You go down the Black Diamonds these days?
No,
or?
no, Sean. I have resigned myself to only blues and greens now. I stopped doing Black Diamonds in my younger years.
Okay, the fact that you were ever able to do Black Diamonds is very impressive to me because I've never been down a slope in my life, and
really,
I don't think I could
Sean,
survive
you should come
it.
with us.
Yeah,
I'll get you a ticket. Come on, it'll be fun.
That sounds like the kind of thing that you'll think is fun right at the beginning, and then 3 days in, you'll be like, "Why did I invite Sean?"
Could you imagine seeing Amy K's updates and it's just Sean with the family?
Awkwardly in the background,
hands in the pockets. Like, what am I
love
doing
this
here?
idea.
that
Yes,
would
let's
be
make
so
it
fun.
happen.
I feel like even though he would be there in person, he would still somehow look photoshopped in.
I can see that too. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because he's wearing jeans on the Black Diamond slope.
Oh, well, it's been a hell of a year, and it's always lovely, first of all, to get to spend time with you each Monday on the show, Amy K.
I love you
But
guys.
this year in particular feels better, I think, even though I've had the worst stretch of luck this year. It feels better because I feel like it's the first year where we were totally beyond the pandemic stuff for the most part.
Yeah.
And we got to kind of get back to doing fun things. And I was so glad that that's in the rearview mirror for one. But yeah.
But we're still separated, Sean. I still like being in the same room with you guys.
Hey,
Thank you.
You are welcome in anytime you want to. We'd love
All
to have
right.
you.
I'm going to come visit.
Although you do
Or
have
you can go skiing with me, one of the two.
I don't know. The skiing
You're making
thing,
him nervous talking about this.
Let me tell you something. The skiing thing would be totally hilarious if I took you up on that. So I'm going to consider.
It's not too late. You still have time. I'll get the ticket.
I got a lot to learn ahead of time, though. So what's going on in your world? You got the big Christmas break going up. You're going on vacation to Colorado. Anything else on the horizon? What are you doing?
Everything else is good. The kids are going to be be out of school, in a week and a half. And then it was so funny. So Kate got home from college last night.
Yeah.
And you guys will appreciate this. She comes home. What's the first thing she wants to know? What car am I going to drive? Because she's like, because I have to, I need to go places. I have friends to see and I want to work. And what car am I going to drive? And I was like, well, you have a bike. I can, make sure the tires are aired up.
You got that? There's a beautiful app that you could share called Uber. There's Uber available. There you
That's
have that.
true.
She could use that app that I use where you just borrow cars. I mean, you pay for them. It's like renting.
Like Turo?
Turo, that's the one. She could Turo.
Yeah, it's actually good. We've used it a few times and it works really well.
She's a college kid, C-Lane. What do you think's going on?
Yeah.
She's probably struggling to get by.
I didn't say she could Turo a nice car. It's maybe something economy.
You could do a cheap one.
Can you Turo a Toyota Corolla? Is that possible?
You could Turo.com.
I didn't know that was possible. All right, what's grabbing your attention in the news today?
Oh my gosh, there's so many crazy stories today. So we've got a couple cool things we've got going on. So we've got the Falcon Heavy launch tonight. This is the one that's going to be taking up a space plane, which is pretty cool. So this was supposed to go yesterday, but you guys know we had that line of storms that came through. So it's supposed to go up tonight at 8:14 from Kennedy Space Center. So keep an eye on that. The Falcon Heavy launches are cool because these are bigger rockets.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a great view. Hopefully, if it's clear, which it should be, it's a beautiful day. So make sure you got eyes of the sky 8:14 tonight. Just follow that one so that you can see it's a space. I always follow on SpaceX because it's the easiest way to see what the updates are.
And then I'll watch live sometimes on Good Day Orlando, and then I'll look like a crazy person running out in my front yard.
Running outside.
Turning 360 because it's still in the same spot every single time, yet I can't narrow it down until I see that little
Figure
rocket
it out.
line. Yeah.
How far away?
Funny, Sabrina, though, that's how I always know who the other nerdy people are in my neighborhood because we're all the ones standing outside looking our
hands on our hips,
robes,
like, would you look at that? Oh my God.
I had the pleasure of watching somebody see a rocket for the first time. You take that super for granted growing up in Orlando. We just do it all. Rockets were a normal thing. And a friend that just used to live in New York, used to live in California, moved to Florida just recently. And we're like, oh, the rocket's going up outside. And she ran. She bolted out the door.
Was she so excited? Did she get a good view?
I mean, it was an okay view, but just even that was super, super exciting for this person. And it was a joy to watch.
That's awesome. There's nothing cooler than being like on the Space Coast where you can actually feel the rumble. That's so cool. But just getting to see it from the front yard is, I think, awesome.
Also, now, how far away can you see that SpaceX Heavy whatever launch from?
So you know what's funny, Sean, is that we will hear from viewers or just people in Florida who say they can see it all the way up the coast, depending on the trajectory and the path that it's taking. I mean, you can see it sometimes all the way up into Myrtle Beach, Virginia Beach. It's crazy how much people can see.
Folks in Rochester probably can't catch a glimpse of it, I'm sure. The Dallas folks probably aren't seeing it, but if you're in Florida somewhere, you might be able to get a glimpse of this thing. What else is grabbing your attention?
Okay, you guys are going to die. This one's actually pretty funny. So here's a guy who walks into a tattoo shop in St. Petersburg. Have you heard about this? He wanted to get a Waffle House tattoo.
Okay, that's a choice.
So he walks in. This was last week. Deputies are called to Ink Gods in St. Petersburg after Max Kreckant. I don't know if I'm still saying his name right, but anyway, he walks in. He gets a $250 Waffle House tattoo. Okay. When it comes time to pay, he says he can't find his debit card. He could not provide proof of having $250 in his bank account. He refused to pay the bill after it was given multiple options. Turns out in his bag, he only had $6 and his driver's license.
Ooh.
So guess who came to get him?
The cops.
Pinellas County deputies.
Wow.
And
Man,
he ended up bonding out of jail.
Better.
That's a tough one because you can't
how the hell
take
did he
the
bond
tattoo
out
back.
of jail?
I don't know. He figured it. Somebody must have loaned him some money. I don't know.
He probably could have avoided all of that.
The next day.
Same person who lent him the money to get out of jail just spot him for the tattoo.
That's a good point. Why the hell wouldn't he do that? Just call somebody to borrow some money real quick.
Or tweet out to Waffle House.
If you get that call, Sean, if someone calls you and they're like, Sean, I just got a $250 tattoo and I can't afford to pay for it. That's not exactly the kind of loan people are like, right? You know what I mean?
If Sabrina or C-Lane called me in absolute state of chaos and said they just got a tattoo and something's wrong with their bank account, they need to borrow $250 for their Waffle House tattoo, I would step up to the plate.
I think there would be caveats, though. Like, Sean would require that he gets, like, he gets to break the tattoo to everybody. Like, he gets to be the first one to post a picture of
See it now.
Waffle House tattoo, stuff like that.
I would rather you add me into the tattoo inside the Waffle House, if possible. Like, sitting at a table or something.
The one thing I was disappointed about is we don't have a picture of the tattoo on our webpage. I wanted to see it. Like, is it yellow with like is it the actual logo? Like, what is it? You know, I don't know.
Oh,
we don't have a
God.
description. I assume that's what it is.
That is something. My God. What else is grabbing your attention, Amy?
Okay, so today is, remember how last week we talked about that $44 million lottery ticket that was sold in Kissimmee? And the person, whoever bought it back in June, had 1 week to cash this thing in.
Yeah.
So today is the day. If that ticket is not cashed by midnight tonight, it turns into a pumpkin, and that person will not get $44 million. And so remember how last week we were saying, like, if this were to happen to me, I wouldn't want to know, because can you imagine if, like, you were scouring your house and looking and you can't find it, and then all of a sudden you find it tomorrow? That would be horrific.
Wow.
$44 million.
That just... But what happens to that $4 million afterwards? Does it go like right back into the pot there?
I guess it goes back in the pot. I mean, $44 million is a lot. I mean, I think even after taxes, you're walking away with at least 20 something.
Yeah,
$20 million. Can you imagine what a difference in your life that would make? That's insane.
And that convenience store that sold the ticket was supposed to get money too, right? So I mean, if I was the owner,
and they have a sign in the window. So, Sabrina, we went down there with our reporter this morning to see, like, you know, just kind of hang out. Is the one on OBT. It's on OBT in Kissimmee. And so we go down there, and there's actually a sign in the window that says, we sold the $44 million ticket. I'm like, yeah, you did, but nobody got it.
Okay, I don't know if you were able to ask this or not, because it's a question that Sabrina brought up last week. I want to know, did that store go back and look at the footage to try to identify the person so that everybody could get the money?
Right. That's what I would do. I mean, I don't know how that works. I don't know if there's like a privacy issue there, because, I mean, the store would have to then take the photo. I guess they could put it up on the window of the store or release it to the public. I don't know what, you know, what the privacy laws would say about that. But yeah, but I mean, if you're that person, wouldn't you want to know?
The lottery's sure not going to do it. You don't see the Florida lottery like knocking on doors like, hey, you didn't cash this ticket. We have $44 million to give you.
No.
It's not happening.
Right?
Yeah, they'd rather this person not step up. And, oh, God, I wonder if they'll get it at the last minute. I really hope they do. But
well, at this point, so now normally you have up until a certain point, you could just go into the store and, you know, they take care of it there. But at this point, whoever it is would have to drive all the way to Tallahassee to get the ticket. So. Damn.
And I bet they're at the door at this lotto office in Tallahassee, just trying to lock that door as fast as they can. At the end of the person's going to run up,
them out.
Full speed. Their hands hit the glass, and nope, sorry, too bad, too late.
Oh, gosh.
Missing out on the cash. Anything else? Or
okay, this is a great story, and you guys will appreciate this. That so there's a group that did a ranking of the most gator-infested lakes in the country, but they did the top 7 are actually in the state of Florida. Can you guess what number 1 is? Most gator-infested lake in all of Central Florida.
Central Florida.
Central Florida.
Man.
I only know so many lakes.
You drive over this lake, and you can see their little eyes popping up out of the water. It's in Seminole County.
No.
That's close.
Oh, God, I can't name any other lake.
The only lake I know is Lake Baldwin.
Oh, Jessup,
it's Lake Jessup.
Is it?
Yeah, Lake Jessup. So that's the one that when you're driving over the 417, you know, it's like right there. And it's at night, especially, you can see their little eyes popping up out of the water.
I've never
Do you guys
really
want to
looked.
guess how many gators they think are in that one lake?
55.
Okay.
Is that too low?
I will
think
go
I went too low.
1,200.
Did you say 55?
I went way too low. I made a fatal
Sabrina,
mistake.
you want to guess how many?
I mean, there's more than 55 at Gatorland, Sean. I'm going to go with
thank you.
290.
Oh, that's a good guess.
I'll stick with 1,200.
It's 1,200. It's 13,000.
Oh my God! Is there any room for them to swim?
Holy cow!
13. That's why you can see their little eyes when you drive over it, because there's so many in there. They're like climbing over each
Can
other.
you walk across this lake? I mean, it just seems like it's just nothing but gator.
That sounds like a
see lane,
blast.
but I'm not going to.
Yeah, no thanks.
Wow. People don't swim in this lake, do they?
No,
Okay,
no.
good.
That's where you guys got to go do a black hammock airboat ride. They have there's a place called Black Hammock right there, and they do airboat rides. It's
On
crazy.
the lake
There's
with the 13,000
so many
alligators?
gators.
No, thank you. What if someone falls off?
13,000.
Your life is full of more risks than we are willing to take, Amy. That's what you're going to notice here. Like, you go out and you go, oh, there's a lake with 13,000 alligators? Let's get on an airboat that we could possibly fall off of and go to this lake.
That's a good point.
And we're all going, I don't know. But we do know one thing. We love you, and we wish you
guys so much.
a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Amy.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, you guys. And C-Lane, keep posting those Jackson pictures. I am loving them.
I will do that. I got bamboozled.
So stinking cute.
Bamboozled yesterday by my wife and her friend. But I will say this. Your daughter can get a 2009 Toyota Prius for $27 a day.
He's still on that.
You just looked it up for me?
Yeah.
Okay. You're the best, C-Lane.
How
All
much
right,
per
I'm gonna
day?
Go nab that.
$27 a day.
27?
Not bad.
That's a good deal, actually.
That's not very bad.
That's a very good deal.
All right, there she is. The lovely,
Love you guys.
amazing
Thank you.
Amy Kaufeld. We'll see you in 2024.
Yay, I can't wait.
There she goes. All right. Make sure you're watching each and every morning, even through the holidays, over on GDO Good Day Orlando, for those of you here in town where we're based out of. And you can also go to, no matter where you are, MyFox or fox35orlando.com, and make sure you're keeping up on everything happening in the world. We'll be back in just a second. We got some dispatches coming up for you. There's a little bit of drama about like a last-minute change they made on Saturday Night Live, and a man shot at a parade. Not shot at a parade. He fired his gun at a parade. Okay. Does that make sense? I'll make sense of it. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Have an accident on Forsyth Road at Hanging Moss Road, FHP on the scene. Off-ramp back up on the Greenway northbound to Narcoossee Road, and some heavy traffic on southbound Narcoossee Road approaching that area and backed up to Falcon Park Boulevard. And a crash in Melbourne, Wickham Road northbound before Morell Road at Bay Tree Drive. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Boost Infinite.
Boost Infinite's new wireless technology gives you 3 networks for the price of 1 and better service at a lower price. Switch today. Visit boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com.
Mortgage brokers are better, my friends. Why, you ask? Well, they do all their loans through national wholesale lenders. It's still going to be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but mortgage brokers have access to dozens of wholesale banks that are competing for your business. And wholesale banks only loan through mortgage brokers like that mortgage guy, Don. And that mortgage guy, Don, is the best because it made the process of getting a quote or comparing the quote you already have super easy. You get a better deal on any home loan when you work with a broker, but you also get the satisfaction of simplicity and honesty when you work with that mortgage guy, Don. And you see it immediately when you go to the website, thatmortgageguydon.com. Chock full of information for you. Very easy to navigate through. Guides on how to get pre-approved, reliable mortgage information, and any question you have direct access to the expert himself. So start the process today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Ready to unleash your music genius? Create your own songs in just a few swipes with a brand new Hype app. Whether it's hip hop, rock, or electronic, the Hype app lets you effortlessly create and share your own music. Get creating. Then listen to Johnny's House weekday mornings on XL for your Hype to air. It could win you $5,000. Download the new Hype app now at XL1067.com. Hype. That's HYPH. Or on Instagram at XL1067. Watch out, Music World. Here you come.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
The wonders of the sea meet the joy of the holidays at SeaWorld's Christmas celebration. From underwater discoveries to enchanting shows on ice, and Sesame Street Land to a winter wonderland filled with magic and millions of sparkling lights. It's a holiday celebration like no other, only at SeaWorld Orlando. Select dates now through January 2nd. Save up to 40% on tickets and annual passes during our holiday sale. Hurry, offer ends December 24th. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Sick of paying $100 for groceries and getting nothing but eggs, orange juice, and a paper bag? Then download the Drop app. Drop lets you earn points with your everyday shopping and redeem them for gift cards. Want a free dinner with those groceries? Drop it. How about daily lattes? Drop it. So download Drop today and get $5 just for signing up. Use invite code GetDrop777. That's invite code GetDrop777.
Fence Outlet customer Amy said,
"We had a fire on our property and needed to replace our fence quickly. We have grandchildren and pets, and we were concerned for their safety. A friend recommended Fence Outlet. We scheduled a free quote, and they had her privacy and safety restored quickly."
Visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C10252 and C10803.
The holidays are the happiest time of the year. That is, unless you or your loved ones are miserable because of colds, sinus infections, or allergies. This holiday season, give the gift of better breathing with Navage. What makes Navage so effective? Well, unlike cold and allergy drugs that might take a long time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage provides fast relief from sinus congestion in 30 seconds flat. Navage doesn't just relieve symptoms, it attacks the cause by sucking out the germs, allergens, and viruses trapped in your nose that are making you feel miserable. Best of all, Navage does it naturally, without drugs. Wash away your cold and congestion problems this holiday season. Add Navage to your gift list so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Untuckit has everything he needs this holiday season. Shop now and save big with our biggest sale of the year happening at Untuckit.com or at any of the 80-plus Untuckit stores. Untuckit shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. He'll love to unwrap one of our iconic button-downs, super soft flannels, or cozy sweaters. Get them while they last during our biggest sale of the year. Shop Untuckit's biggest sale of the year happening now at Untuckit.com or at any of our over 80 stores.
All year, you've sang, danced, and listened to your favorite artists in the free iHeartRadio app. Introducing iHeart Rewind 2023, presented by State Farm. A personalized experience featuring the music and podcasts that brought you joy in 2023 straight to your inbox. Plus, we're sharing what made your neighborhood move by highlighting the top artists, songs, and more in your home state. See the soundtrack to your neighborhood at iHeartRewind.com. Thanks for listening with iHeartRadio in 2023, and Happy New Year from us and our friends at State Farm.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos.
Moment, plus the Buffalo Bills and all the drama they're dealing with. But I told you earlier on in the show that we're doing something special this week as we approach Christmas, and Junkie Claus has arrived with something for you, and that is some of our design drops from the last couple of years. We have limited inventory of them, and we're releasing them so you can snag them in time for Christmas. When I say limited, I mean the one for today is already almost gone. It's just down to a couple of sizes. So it's the Summer Vibes design, which was the middle of last year in one of my favorite designs. And for the black version of that shirt, I believe, let me just double check. Yeah, the black version of that shirt, we need a big boy. We need a 4XL because that's the last size we have for the black version of Summer Vibes. And then for the aqua tank top, we only have just one small left, right? So we need a small and a big. We need you
There's
over
a couple out there like that.
Absolutely, we've got them. And for the aqua shirt of Summer Vibes, we have 4XLs and 2 4XLs. and that is it. And then that design is retired forever, and you can no longer get it. But we've got these just stashed away in the closet in my office, and we figure might as well give you a shot to snag these. You'll get a random magnet and a sticker along with it, and everything will be shipped out for Christmas. So let's make the most of it. Go to getskywall.com if you're one of those sizes and you want to nab that today. If there was another design in the past that you liked better, hang on tight, because we've got those each day this week. Plus, I have a couple of super rare ones that I might just toss out for free to people who have like a great dispatch or something. I'm talking about shirts that are from years and years ago.
Cigarettes
on the
and whiskey?
Well, I don't know if we go that far back.
Still got that?
No, that's too far back. I don't even have that one. And then there's one design that Courtney doesn't have, because she has all the stuff, but she doesn't have the teach them while they're young shirt. Neither does C-Lane's mother. She
skipped that design.
That one was a skip. That one has got guns and upskirts and all kinds of stuff on it.
And a baby holding said gun.
And a baby with a gun. So all of those will maybe poke out during the show this week, and you'll be able to get them, but very limited quantities and very limited sizes. Snag those at getskywall.com. BDMX Con says, definitely can't find them at any thrift shop in Orlando. I've only seen that once. I saw where somebody had like one of the first shirts at some kind of Goodwill place or whatever.
I think we also had someone whose mugshot went viral in town years ago that was sporting a News Junkie shirt.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there, so they're going to pop up at all these places. But go get the remainder of those summer vibes ones if you're a 4XL or a small, because I think those are the only sizes that I said are left. 4XL in the black shirt. There's one small in the aqua tank top, and then there's 4XLs and two 4XLs over on the aqua shirt. So that's it, and that's all you're going to hear about it. Get them if you want them. GetSkywall.com, and the door is shut on those. All right, over to Saturday Night Live. Did not watch this weekend.
Was this the finale?
I don't know if it was.
It didn't play like a finale.
Oh.
Like a lot of times, the last one of the year, it's one of my favorite bits that they do is during Weekend Update when Che and Colin Jost write each other's jokes.
That's so funny.
It's supposed to be like the first time they've ever read them. It's usually hilarious.
Yeah, that's one of those bits where people say, SNL's falling off. It's not funny. You go, watch this and don't laugh. I dare you. Like that's a gimme every single year for them. They said Cecily Strong was going to be on Saturday Night Live. She was involved in the dress rehearsal, and it was going to be her first return to the show since she left at the end of 2022. But then she just disappeared. She didn't actually appear in the live show at all.
No call, no show?
I don't know what happened with her. She was going to play the role of Elise Stefanik this was a clip we played last week. Remember when the lady was trying to get all the college presidents to say that calling for a genocide of Jews was against their code of conduct? And she's asking each president, and they're all too dumb to understand how you should respond to a question like that. So they did a bit on that where they actually went after the questioner more than the presidents who were dopey about answering it. And they're getting heat for that. They actually didn't get a ton of laughs during that bit, but I guess some of them fall from. But I don't know why she was swapped out. She was going to be part of the cold open and everything, and Cecily Strong didn't end up being on there. It could have been that perhaps she got sick or something else went down, but she didn't end up appearing there. They did make fun of the whole Buffalo Bills drama, which I don't know if you guys are up on this with Sean McDermott's tenure as Buffalo Bills head coach.
You're talking about he was the guy that said that the terrorists who did 9/11 were like teamwork, were an example of teamwork.
It's just the stupidest thing. Here's the quote. He told the entire team they needed to come together, according to this multi-part piece by Ty Dunn, the sports journalist. He told the entire team they needed to come together, but then sources on hand say he used a strange model, the terrorist, on September 11th, 2001. He cited the hijackers as a group of people who were all able to get on the same page to orchestrate attacks to perfection. One by one, McDermott started asking specific players in the room questions. What tactics do you think they used to come together? Now, of course, he apologized for doing this.
You had so many options, my guy.
There's
That's
so
what
many
you
great
went with?
Like, well, how many teamwork stories are there that you can come up with? And you come up with, the hijackers on 9/11 were a really good bonded
Did
team.
you see that organization?
Damn it, Sabrina.
There was, thank
Add me to the
God.
clip. Add me to the clip.
Ooh, no, thank you. Saved me there. I appreciate that.
Remember
now
that,
I'll make sure I don't say that again. Anyways, that's what he was saying.
I got a little bit of deja vu when I heard this story. I feel like this person is not the first person to put their foot in their mouth in such a way, but I can't for the life of me remember where else I would have heard somebody going, you should take a look at those terrorists and what a great job they did banding together.
Yeah, I think that's a strange example. That's a real strange example to use. Meanwhile, before we check in with a couple of dispatches as we approach the holidays here, there's a bunch of parades going on out there, these Christmas parades. Some of you like parades. I'm not a parade guy. I don't really understand it much, but to each their own. This was a Christmas parade where Douglas Moore, who lives near the area, was a bit upset. He was agitated by the parade festivities. He decided to shoot multiple times where attendees were participating in this parade. He's firing at a parade, basically, is what he's doing. A Clay County deputy working the parade heard the gunshots, and other deputies and the SWAT immediately responded. I'm thankful for the quick response by the deputies who ran towards the sound of gunfire to keep our community safe. This dummy was charged with 6 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm, reckless discharge of a firearm, and using a firearm, big shocker here, under the influence of alcohol.
What?
Who could have ever seen it coming? All right, let's see what's going on with your dispatches real quick. We can do 2 or 3. Here's Crow Says Caw with a dispatch.
Hey, I know it's been a really long time, and I haven't always kept up with the show.
Rude.
But has anybody heard from Right Side Scott?
Oh, buddy.
Or what was the story that went on with him? Because I remember when he came to the Christmas party.
That was a time.
And he's just kind of petered out since then. So, anyways, explanation would be cool. Good listening to you guys. Have a happy holidays. Bye.
He was among the people that just would randomly call the show. And now those calls just ring, 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 ring. And did he die? You guys remember? I forgot. I don't remember.
No idea.
Right Side Scott, if you're out there, do check in with us. But
There's no way of checking in.
We always talk about how one time we did Left Side Scott versus Right Side Scott.
Oh, he didn't like that.
He was so pissed off. That was great, man. Oh, God. Okay, let's see what else we got. Are You In Yet? Has a dispatch about Game of Magnets.
I want to say thank you yesterday to the fellow that was driving the black Jeep on Cimarron. I grabbed his white News Junkie magnet at a stoplight and was super excited because I had lost my last sacrificial magnet a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at a stoplight, ran up, grabbed the magnet. He honked his horn. I still had some time, ran back to the car, and I grabbed my white Dalmatian Ducky and gave it to the driver.
Aww.
I hope I made your day because you sure as heck made mine.
Oh, that's fun. Look at that. Game of Magnets in action out there.
Sort of
Appreciate that.
mashing it up with the whole ducks and Jeeps thing.
Yeah, I see that. I see that working. I mean, look, I like when somebody takes a magnet away in a Game of Magnets and leaves something else behind, a little trade-off, if you will. I think that's fun. Here's Britton with a dispatch about Universal restaurants.
Hey, junkies, it's your favorite Disney adult, Britton. Also, I am a Universal team member. Shh, don't tell the mouse. But I just want to let you know, the most expensive place that you're going to go inside of Universal is actually not going to be part of City Walk. It's going to be one of their hotels. It's at the Portofino Bay. It's called Mama Della's. That one is bloody expensive. Also with Mythos, I hate to burst your bubble, C-Lane, but you do need a valid theme park admission if you want to get in the door. So sorry about that. Happy holidays.
What was the
Wiggle,
other
wiggle,
one?
pop, pop.
A lot of people were mentioning as well, C-Lane.
The Palm at the Hard Rock Hotel. I think it's a fancy steakhouse.
Right. Yeah, that would be more expensive than a lot of these other ones. They don't have price points quite as high as some of the Disney options, I don't think. All right, when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, one of the final 5 next episodes of 2023. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? This week, and why are we finding this out now or ever? Robert Downey Jr. admits to once being a very passionate flesh flutist. A DJ is in big trouble for his set list, particularly playing the best Christmas song of all time. Plus, 2 Chainz went too fast and then went to hospital. All that and too much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
Monsters in the Morning.
It's National Spaghetti Day. Meatballs not included.
Most. Did you do spaghetti as a kid?
Yeah, a lot.
So for the longest time, I thought spaghetti was a Latin dish.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the low 60s. So we're below seasonal, but the good news is sun will be out and shining bright. Winds out of the northwest with gusts up to about 25 miles per hour expected today. Coolest temps of the week will be felt tomorrow morning, and then we are back to the low 70s to end the work week. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. What will you find at Macy's Backstage? How about the perfect holiday gifts, just $25 and under, like matching family PJs, fragrance sets, toys, and more. Find the latest trends, new arrivals, and great prices at a Macy's Backstage store near you.
I'm John Clay Wolf, CEO of GiveMeTheVin.com, and I love to buy cars. Tall ones, short ones, pretty ones, ugly ones, fat ones, skinny ones. We buy them all. We buy 1,000 cars a week. This holiday season, if you're looking to sell your car, truck, van, or SUV, exotic, or clunker, go to GiveMeTheVin.com because, as I said in the beginning, I love to buy cars.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Extra cash? Coming right up. Happy Money is letting you in on a happier way to elevate your savings with an incredible certificate offered by Alliant Credit Union. Smart, bold, and straightforward. Alliant offers a 12-month certificate with 5.25 APY annual percentage yield with a low minimum deposit of $1,000. Funds are insured up to $250,000. Best of all, anyone can apply to join. Elevate your savings today. Visit happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream. Get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, including advanced Wi-Fi, and 1 unlimited mobile line free for 12 months. And when you add Spectrum TV, get a Xumo Stream Box free for 12 months. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit Spectrum.com for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Whatever hoagie you prefer, Wawa hoagies are made just for you. Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like. for only $6. $6 for your favorite classic hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa.
It's the holiday season at Wawa, and gift cards are here for everyone on your list. You'll find gift cards for the Wawa fans in your life, and for the fans of other brands like Amazon or Roblox. Grab one for your boss or your best friend, and make anyone's season bright in one Wawa run. Happy holidays from Wawa, your one-stop gift card shop. See store for details.
Sure, any 2 slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll, perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats and cheeses, premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aioli, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made fresh just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like for only $6. Gotta have a Wawa.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is
All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. Don't forget, if you miss any of the show today, you can always go over to thenewsjunkie.com and subscribe to the podcast for free over on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
because there's a lot on TV and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
You gotta lick the cookie. You gotta lick the cookie.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey.
Nom, 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 nom.
Smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. If you're refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, perhaps you want to treat yourself to cookies next year. Well, then
Nice.
get the process started with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
It was 32 years ago on this day, 1991. This was released in theaters.
That's
Rufio. Rufio.
Oh, yeah, Hook.
Hook is right. It is you, Peter. I just quoted that wrong. What is it?
Oh, there you are,
Oh, there
Peter.
you are, Peter. With Robin Williams, of course, as Peter Pan. The only quote that I love from that movie is, "And the children were screaming. The children were screaming." You guys not remember that part?
The old
I
man?
haven't seen that
No,
movie
it's
in a long time.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I really
love it.
suck at quoting, so it's one quote I know.
All right. Thank
off
you for
my
that.
A little bit about me. There you go. And a little bit about this guy coming out now for some reason.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr.
That is correct. Great guess, Sean. Robert Downey Jr. He's been addicted to a lot of things. I think he has been very transparent about drugs in the past, right?
Oh, yeah. He's had some issues for sure.
He was a fan of drugs.
And he was also apparently a fan of masturbating.
All right.
Last night I stayed up late to masturbate.
It felt so nice.
Uh-huh.
I did it twice.
Yes, he did. In an interview that is from all the way back in 2008, but somehow making its rounds yet again.
It's resurfaced, as they say.
Oh.
I always say something. Something has resurfaced. It's back now. Now we're talking about Robert Downey Jr. again.
But why? And then why this fact?
I don't know.
He said in 2008 he was, and I quote, a compulsive serial masturbator.
Mm-hmm.
He added, but it was the best thing I could have been. I utilized that organ and wrote it for everything it was worth. End quote. Thank you, Daily Star.
Yeah, give up on it then?
Yeah. I don't know.
It probably is needed a break. If it
Here's
was
the thing.
compulsive.
I don't think that you're like compulsive and you've got a problem unless you've done something like, imagine you're at your friend's house and you just randomly go to the bathroom.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's weird. If you're just like randomly
how many times
doing
a day is too many times a day?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Come on, Mr. Man. You're saying that it would be too much. It would be compulsive if you did it at a friend's house. But what if you're just at your own house all day? How many times is too much a day?
When you say how many times a day, it's not like if you do it to a certain extent, so many times a day, it's going to be bad for you physically necessarily. It would just be like if it was distracting you from other parts of your life.
Like, are you masturbating so much that you can't pay rent?
Right. Or more so, are you like will you miss a day of work just to stay home and just abuse yourself over and over and over again?
Something to think about for the new year, everybody.
Uh-huh.
Skip work to...
What? No, you could do it. I mean, plenty of time in the commercial.
And if you're doing it at work, that's another one. Then you got a problem. There's an issue there.
Oh, it definitely happens.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying that's the sign that you actually have a problem. If you can't get through a work day, you're like, I got to go into the work bathroom, and here we go.
And cut that. And send. And here we are talking about this gal again. Taylor Swift is right.
Oh, Taylor's, I don't know this song.
This is Are You Ready for It? And are you ready for this piece of news? Taylor now officially the first artist with a $1 billion tour under her belt.
Damn.
The Eras tour, has grossed $1.04 billion in ticket sales to date. She sold 4.35 million tickets to 60 shows, also generated $200 million in merchandise sales. Elton John had just set that previous record, the Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour, which, by the way, extended for years.
Yeah.
He kept going.
That
it came to Orlando thrice.
$939 million.
She's also going on for pretty long, too, though, because I think she still has dates next year on that tour, which
she does.
Been going
She's
on
coming
for a while.
back, I think, to Florida, too, right?
Is she? Everybody's just willing to give Taylor Swift all of their money.
Yeah, they say that by the time it wraps up next November, it could gross more than $2 billion.
Woo!
Beyonce right behind her at number 2 with $579.8 million. That's top tours of 2023. Bruce Springsteen had almost $400 million. Coldplay, good for them, $325.5 million. And the list goes on and on. Congratulations to her. Not so much congratulations. Everyone's kind of calling out Spotify right now. The next person to do this guy. What's his name?
Snoop Dogg.
That is correct. And we heard last week, I believe, about Weird Al. And during the eagerly anticipated Spotify wrap-up, he said that 80 million streams over the course of 2023 was enough to get him a nice $12 sandwich.
Oh, that's very, very nice.
And now Snoop Dogg has shed some light on his Spotify wrap-up. He recently appeared on an episode of the Business Untitled podcast. Said that he, quote, only received...
How did they land Snoop Dogg? That boring ass...
Who's on that? I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
They couldn't even come up with, like, something else in the title?
No, they couldn't come up with a clever name.
Well, Snoop Dogg was on that non-cleverly named podcast, said he only received $45,000 after hitting 1 billion streams.
Jesus,
which seems kind of low.
Yeah. So the thing about the streaming thing is people are always amazed you get less money if you got like 1 million streams of something than you would get if, like, you know, a radio station played a song or something. But one play on a radio station is to all kinds of people. One play on Spotify is to one unique person. But if you have billions of plays, $45,000 seems really low to me.
But they keep getting away with it, and then raising their prices. Like I think I saw some clip that the CEO of Spotify, who I believe was part of like Napster or one of those pirating services back in the day, like he's worth billions of dollars. Like he's just raking it in, and then sending artists just chump change.
I didn't know Spotify raised their rates again. Everybody's doing that. But I did this weekend finally bite the bullet and get YouTube Premium because we watch a lot of YouTube, and they've been playing way more commercials. And when you get YouTube Premium, 0 commercials. You never see another commercial on YouTube again, number one. And then you get access to YouTube Music, which means you can just like bounce your Spotify and not use that anymore. And I was like, okay, that's not bad, actually, for $12 or something.
Is it 12? I thought it was like $75 a month.
No, that's the TV one that C-Lane has. That's much more expensive.
The TV one's gone up, too.
So with both of your logins combined, I should be set for 2024.
Sure.
Right? I can hook you up with MGM Plus.
Ooh.
It's got that.
Right.
It's a great show.
What is it you think you're bringing to the table here?
It's actually a fun show called From, which is...
oh, that's good. From is good.
Yeah, From is
How
good.
you been watching it?
No, we watched that a while ago. From is very good.
From MGM Plus?
Yeah, and I think it ended up getting canceled at some point, but that was a good show.
Wasn't that the dude from Breaking Bad, or am I thinking of a different show?
I think it's going to be a different show, but I'm not sure.
Anyways, I don't know how to segue because it has nothing to do with shows. It has something to do with a DJ. A DJ for Northampton Town FC. Love that town. Oh, he is super sorry because he played a particular song ruining what they called the Whamageddon game for thousands of people.
Oh, yeah, this is a big thing. I think it's mostly over in the UK.
Before.
Yeah.
So Whamageddon, it's a cult game. Players try and avoid a classic Wham cut.
Yeah,
and
one of C-Lane's favorites.
That one being, of course, C-Lane's favorite Christmas song, Last Christmas. Now,
so the game is to try to go as long as you can without somebody playing that song around you.
But they can play Wham, just not that song?
I think it's this one in particular.
So I guess the DJ Matt Facer made the unfortunate decision to spin the track. I never knew people took it so seriously. I gave it a spin, thinking it'd be quite funny to wipe out 7,000 people who couldn't avoid it, but it was not funny at all. They started to lose their ever-loving minds.
I think it's kind of funny.
He received a lot of insults on Twitter, lighthearted, and then some that are not so much. I think I officially apologized to everyone whose Christmas I have ruined. And he also reached out to a single. He also reached the single, finally reaching #1 in 2020.
I don't know what that means.
All right, congratulations. This is all UK stuff that I don't understand. But
by the way, you just ruined that for anybody who was playing the game and is listening to the show.
Gotcha.
Whoever was playing out there, you got it. You whammed them.
You've been Whamageddoned, bitch. I think it's time for me to just give you the boob tube. How about that? We got Monday Night Football, baby. It looks like we've got a bunch of games. The Giants and the Packers versus the Dolphins and the Titans. Go Dolphins.
There's a 4-way football game?
Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah, all 4 of them are going to play at the same time. They each get a corner.
All right. And I'm going to watch that.
The Voice on NBC, The Price is Right at night on CBS, Big Brother Reindeer Games on CBS, Barry Manilow's A Very Berry Christmas on NBC, and you can catch George Clooney and Lenny Kravitz on Kimmel. Follow your dreams on me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. So much more to get to on a busy Monday show. And a survey says that half of America thinks they are C-Lane. Are they? We're going to find out. Wait till you hear this. Plus, some drama in the world of football and a lot more coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's a Real Radio sports special this Sunday when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Green Bay to face the Packers. Coverage starts at noon on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Well, we have some major slowdowns on I-4 westbound before 429 to around the Osceola Polk line, and now a crash eastbound not helping things. This is after US 27 before Champions Gate. Left lane blocked with emergency vehicles on scene there. Also a crash in Orange County, Forsyth Road at Hanging Moss Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we're giving you the green light to earn your nursing or healthcare degree from a national leader in nursing education. It's your move. Get going at one of our 22 campuses or online at rasmussen.edu.
This Christmas Eve, step into the Real Radio time machine with a radio play from Christmases past. Jim Phillips reading Gift of the Magi, holiday vignettes from Wanzi and Doug, Chief and Snoogie, Eddie the Shaman, and Drunkie the Bear, plus the Real Radio players performing the Dickens classic, A Christmas Carol. It all starts at 8 p.m. on Christmas Eve and will repeat until midnight. A Real Radio Christmas Carol on repeat is sponsored by Goldsmith Jewelry Shop. This holiday, shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Need your carpets and tile looking great without sticky, soapy, chemical residue left behind? Zero Res will clean your carpets the right way for only $49 per room and will give you 25% off tile and grout cleaning. Google OrlandoZeroRes.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Escape to the village of nothing much and delight in soothing tales. From the lakefront inn to the downtown bookshop to the cabin in the woods. Based on the beloved Nothing Much Happens podcast, Stories from the Village of Nothing Much offers family-friendly, anxiety-relieving narratives celebrating small joys and community bonds.
A tower of a tree stood lit in her glory in our park, and we all clapped and whistled our approval.
Listen to Stories from the Village of Nothing Much on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Are you experiencing tooth pain? Advanced Endodontics can help. With state-of-the-art care, experienced and compassionate staff, and 6 convenient locations throughout Central Florida, we make it easy to find the relief you need. We partner with well-known companies who offer great financing options, so you can achieve the smile of your dreams. And the best part is, no referrals are needed. Schedule your appointment today at ineedarootcanal.com. That's ineedarootcanal.com.
Planning a DIY fence project, but you're not sure where to start? Consider Fence in a Box from Fence Outlet. They offer fixed prices that include all materials to complete a fence for an average 120-foot backyard. PVC, aluminum, wood. Learn more at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Premier Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Premier Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Premier Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 407-723-7135. 407-723-7135. That's 407-723-7135.
Ready to change your phone service? You got to check out Boost Infinite Wireless at boostinfinite.com. You get their low price service and a brand new iPhone every year. And Boost Infinite's new technology gives you 3 networks for the price of one, so you get the best quality calls and data anywhere you are. No one can do that except Boost. Switch today at boostinfinite.com or call 855-55-BOOST. That's 855-55-BOOST. See boostinfinite.com for terms and conditions.
Join the Monsters on Friday, December the 15th at Enterber Irish Pub. It's in Maitland at the Sheraton Maitland. It's a big celebration of a great, great year with the Monsters, and we're going to raise as much money as we can for the Coalition for the Homeless. We're going to have all kinds of talent on stage. We're going to have Monster T-shirts for you. It's going to be a party. There'll be all kinds of specials like mimosas and Bloody Marys, and it's at Enterber Friday, December 15th. It's going to be a great time at the Sheraton Maitland. Join the Monsters for a live broadcast from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's Enterber Irish Pub.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to consumercellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
Ho, ho, hold up. It's the end of the year already, and I'm way behind. So this month, I'm slaying prices. You'll save up to $6,000 off a nicer, newer car. Plus, I'll stuff your stocking with $1,000 Christmas cash on a new car. But hurry, this deal's done once we wrap up. I'm RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Preparing you for the impending robot uprising. This is the News Junkie. Just a moment. And this study suggests that 50% of people just like you think that they are sea lane. They think that they could land a commercial plane if presented with the opportunity, I should say. And I think it's so strange because there's almost nothing else like that, where so many guys in particular have pictured what they would do if they ended up in control of a commercial aircraft. The pilot passes out or something, and you jump up to the seat, and you're now flying the plane, and you think you could do it. You think you could land it.
You're like, I played Call of Duty. I mean, that's simple as that, right?
No, as they'll say, I played Microsoft Flight Simulator. And so it's so realistic that it's basically the same as flying the plane.
Tell you what, I would say that some of the people who are super flight sim nerds could probably land the plane before I could.
You think so?
I mean, the ones that have the rigs, that's a no-brainer almost. But the people that are super nerdy about Flight Simulator, like they do the thing where what's it that Steezy does, like a non-player character stuff, where he just kind of does that in Grand Theft Auto.
Sure,
they do that in Flight Simulator, where somebody just like volunteers to be the air traffic controller.
Who are these people, man?
Do
you think they're air traffic controllers that just love their job so much that
Hell no.
they want to do it in the digital world as well? I don't get it. But it's a pretty amazing thing that there's those kind of communities out there. But they said over 50% of men.
Moonshine says, I've been to Otronicon. I got this. That's right, brother.
Right, 50% of men believe that they can land these commercial jets, and like a fraction of women are so sure because they've never done it before and they don't think that they would have the skills to bring the plane down. I still say that if C-Lane went to the front of the airplane and he was going to be the one taking the controls, I would still be deathly afraid as to what was going to happen next.
Without a doubt.
And I think he would have less confidence that he's having in this moment.
I would be deathly afraid of what's going to happen next. But, I mean, if we're down to me, we know we're all pretty screwed, right?
Yeah, it's pretty bad at that point, right?
It's going to be a rough landing, that's for sure.
I want to bring to you a newer phenomenon that I've been enjoying, so I might as well share it with you. That phenomenon is as marijuana is either legalized, decriminalized, or medical marijuana is realized in different states across the United States of America. I think, am I crazy here? I think more than half of the states now have some sort of marijuana policy, whether it's just marijuana being legal or decriminalized or maybe only for medical marijuana purposes. I think it's more than half the states now. So with that, you have the anti-marijuana people, and the anti-marijuana people are funny to me. I like them. I think they're interesting. And they believe in all sorts of wild stuff. Now, that's not to say they don't have some points, right? Like, smoking marijuana is not good for your friends. Sorry to tell you that. Not good for you.
Why isn't it good for you, Sean?
It's not good for you because it can cause mental illness in certain individuals, and it's bad for your lungs because putting anything in your lungs is bad. And I still stand by, I think we are going to have like a come to Jesus moment in the next 20 years where people go, I can't believe we let vaping be a thing. And we were just telling everybody, nah, it's fine. Vaping's fine. It's just like...
you were telling people that.
I know.
I've
but
had doctors tell me that.
Yeah,
that if you want to get off of cigarettes, it's like vaping might be your go-to. You know, that nicotine is not really the problem. It is all the other things in a cigarette that are destroying your lungs.
Right.
But there's not enough studies on these vapes. Oddly enough, in New Orleans, they had just... ruled out. They stopped allowing stores to sell those vapes.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
So, like any vapes, they don't allow anything at all?
That's what, like, a server told us because saw my girlfriend with her vape and was like, "Where'd you get that?"
Yeah.
Because they're not around here anymore. And I'm like, we should have brought 4 of them to flip.
Right, you could have. There's a black market going for those now, I'm sure. I just totally believe that we're going to go at some point, hey, this was a bad idea. However, with that said, I think most of the anti-marijuana people are crazy. And by now you probably know where my position is. If a grown-ass adult wants to smoke a bowl every single day, wants to do dabs or whatever, I don't care what you're doing.
Rip the bong.
And you want to be safe about this and do it in your own house, then I couldn't care less. You should know what the risks are going to be. But drinking is probably just as bad, if not way worse. And it's certainly way worse to do and drive. So with that said, let's go to this lady who is one of the anti-marijuana people. Her name is Aubrey Adams, and she's from the group Self and Every Brain Matters.
Oh, sounds like a party.
She's trying to save people from the scourge of marijuana that is crossing the United States of America.
Ohio voters were fooled into thinking marijuana is less harmful than alcohol. It's not. One swallow of alcohol can induce psychotic behaviors.
Jesus
But
Christ.
one swallow of a marijuana edible can. One hit off a potent THC vape can. And 2 hits from a marijuana bong can.
A marijuana bong? All right, a marijuana bong. And
Where
why
are you
was
getting
it,
this information?
Why is it 2 hits from the bong and 1 hit from everything else?
I don't know, but 2 hits from a bong will put you on your ass.
So
More
kids,
than 1 hit from a marijuana, what'd she say? Cigarette?
Marijuana vape was 1. That was 1 hit. A marijuana edible, 1 bite of it is going to make you crazy.
One swallow.
1 swallow of it. And then when it came to the marijuana bong, it was up to 2. So kids, if you go over to your friend's house and just take one hit off the marijuana bong,
You've already cut it in half.
Never touch it again, you're good. You're good to go. It's the second one that does you in. And honestly, from my experience, the first time I ever smoked out of a bong when I was 15 or 16 years old at these older kids' party, it was the second hit that did me in. It was that one that really sort of was a night ender for me. So that's what she says is the problem. Let's see what else she says here.
That's what happened to Bryn Spacer in Thousand Oaks, California. After just 2 hits
from the
bong of marijuana flower, Bryn experienced cannabis-induced psychosis.
Ooh.
Ohio voters were deceived by well-funded lobbyists and campaigns that disguise the effects of this powerful drug. Even though the facts prove marijuana legalization in other states has failed, is a threat to public health and safety, and a racist policy.
This lady is a fun sucker.
Imagine getting high with her.
She say it's a racist policy to allow weed? Is that what she said? Hang on, let me go back. That's an interesting angle today.
And a racist policy that targets disadvantaged communities. The opponents of marijuana legalization were way underfunded, and this information was not readily available.
Oh, I love this idea too. This is something that you're going to hear so much in your life. It's not that my ideas are unpopular. It's that the opposition had more money, okay? That's why there's been a sea change of opinion in marijuana use in the United States of America.
All that drug money.
Yeah, it's only because my opponents were more well-funded. Actually, my very unpopular ideas would be more popular than what my opponents are going to have to. You will hear people do this across the board. You could talk about any world issue, any domestic issue. The people who have incredibly unpopular opinions that are out of step with the norm will tell you and think that they're doing this with a straight face, that their ideas are better and more popular. It's just that people don't know about them yet because the opposition is so well funded.
It'd be hilarious if there was some really, really wealthy marijuana entrepreneur that would just walk up and hand her a credit card and go, have at it.
Yeah, there you go. Run some ads.
Even the playing field and see if your ideas are as universally accepted and loved as you think they are.
We've seen in almost every state where they were able to vote on this, voters, citizens come forward and say that they think 2 things are dumb. 1, putting somebody behind bars for any amount of time for possessing or smoking marijuana seems to be pretty stupid, right? I think a lot of people are agreeing on that. And 2, that if a grown adult wishes to do something that admittedly is not good for them, not a healthy choice to make in their life, they should be able to make those mistakes in your view. And I'm across the board with that, with smoking cigarettes, with drinking alcohol, with smoking weed. I think a lot more stuff should be legalized, give people a shot at doing it. And if they take to being reckless in public, then arrest them for that, right? That's the crime that should be the biggest issue. I think more freedom is a good thing. This lady, not so much. She wants to get rid of the weed and the marijuana bongs after 2 hits. Okay, let's go over to your dispatches. We'll get into this anger in the NFL world. People are very, very upset, but I want to see what you got going on first. Here's Dan the plumber. He's joining us on the show.
You know, I absolutely hate it when someone tries to advocate for something when it's clear and obvious that they've never even tried it. It's ridiculous.
True. Right, that's very true. Well, except it's not going to stretch out into a lot of other things. Like, you know, somebody could have thoughts on heroin. You're probably not going to say, well, I'm going to need you to do fentanyl before you have any opinions on fentanyl.
It worked out for me, and just take my word for it.
Yeah. I think that in some cases you don't have to have the experience to have an opinion, but a lot of the anti-weed people, sometimes it's wrapped up in religion. That's what we had in the during the prohibition movement in this country. Like, imagine that happening now, even though there are still people out there that believe that prohibition is a good thing and we should get rid of alcohol. Like, imagine that happening right now. All of a sudden, all the liquor stores close. You got people emptying barrels of whiskey into the streets and stuff. And that was a thing at one period of time. Turned out that was an unpopular idea as well. Here's the Saltpeter with a dispatch.
Just a friendly reminder that Mark Tremonti will be singing his Frank Sinatra classic hits at the Dr. Phillips Center this Saturday. A wiggle, wiggle, and a pop, pop.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate the little ditty on the way out.
Is that Mark?
I don't think so. No,
Thank you, Mark. Looking forward to your show.
I went out there on Saturday to the Dr. Phillips Center and saw that Phantasmagoria show, and I didn't have any idea what the hell I was in for. I didn't know what to expect. What
made
fun.
you go? I was kind of surprised when you said you did that.
Courtney was going through the calendar because we said, why aren't we going to more things that are at the Dr. Phillips Center? There's so many great performances. There's one coming up I'm trying my ass off to get good tickets to. Miss Doubtfire. I think I mentioned that on the show on Friday or something. But there's a lot of them that I want to go see because I like stuff like that. It's fun. Let's go out for a little while. And she found that, and I was like confused as to what it was for the longest time. But it was kind of cool. They tell like Christmas-related scary stories.
Oh, that's cool.
And they got like this whole huge performance that they put on. It was like 90 minutes, and I'm watching going, how are you guys remembering these lines? I could not do this. Barely any fumbles through it at all. Like it was pretty good. It was an enjoyable time. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll hear from you with your dispatches, the drama in the NFL world, and a whole lot more. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This is about as good as it gets. Like and follow at Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Crash on I-4 eastbound after US 27. Left lane blocked. Lots of congestion. And on the opposite side, I-4 westbound before 429. Really bumper to bumper in that area. New crash in Sanford now. State Road 46 westbound at Reinhardt Road. And that is blocking the right lane. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Halloween is over, but hiring is still scary. Indeed's end-to-end solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
The wonders of the sea meet the joy of the holidays at SeaWorld's Christmas celebration. From underwater discoveries to enchanting shows on ice and Sesame Street land to a winter wonderland filled with magic and millions of sparkling lights. It's a holiday celebration like no other, only at SeaWorld Orlando. Select dates now through January 2nd. Save up to 40% on tickets and annual passes during our holiday sale. Hurry, offer ends December 24th. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Are you experiencing tooth pain? Advanced Endodontics can help. With state-of-the-art care, experienced and compassionate staff, and 6 convenient locations throughout Central Florida, we make it easy to find the relief you need. We partner with well-known companies who offer great financing options, so you can achieve the smile of your dreams. And the best part is, no referrals are needed. Schedule your appointment today at IneedARootCanal.com. That's IneedARootCanal.com.
Melissa Etheridge, I'm Not Broken Tour. April 11th, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock Tampa. For tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com or HardRockTampa.com. Melissa Etheridge in concert. I'm Not Broken Tour. Seminole Hard Rock Tampa.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Rebath. You know, any company that has great products and great services does not need high-pressure sales pitches, and Rebath does that. No high-pressure sales tactics. You will never be in a must-buy right now situation with Rebath. And there's no pricing games either, like other companies that start super high, then drop the price in half immediately if you buy today. It doesn't work like that with Rebath of Orlando. Still the only company that does full, complete bathroom remodeling, top to bottom, and they do it right the first time. Always stay in tune with their website for brand new designs. That's rebathmidfla.com. In all my years of endorsing this company, I've never had a complaint. And there's a reason the big box stores choose Rebath for their bathroom remodeling business. This is a national brand that stands behind what they say and what they do. Rebath of Mid-Florida's reputation is so good, there are companies mimicking what they do and claiming to be with them. That's not true. Do your research and ask questions. Don't be fooled by imposters. Get with Rebath of Mid-Florida. Showroom 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Hop online and check out the before and afters at rebathmidfla.com.
Extra cash? Coming right up. Happy Money is letting you in on a happier way to elevate your savings with an incredible certificate offered by Alliant Credit Union. Smart, bold, and straightforward. Alliant offers a 12-month certificate with 5.25 APY annual percentage yield with a low minimum deposit of $1,000. Funds are insured up to $250,000. Best of all, anyone can apply to join. Elevate your savings today. Visit happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Men suffering from ED or PE, you'll see instant results on your first visit at Premier Men's Medical Center. For a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are totally free. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. Call now, 407-723-7135.
The holidays are the happiest time of the year. That is, unless you or your loved ones are miserable because of colds, sinus infections, or allergies. This holiday season, give the gift of better breathing with Navage. What makes Navage so effective? Well, unlike cold and allergy drugs that might take a long time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage provides fast relief from sinus congestion in 30 seconds flat. Navage doesn't just relieve symptoms, it attacks the cause by sucking out the germs, allergens, and viruses trapped in your nose that are making you feel miserable. Best of all, Navage does it naturally, without drugs. Wash away your cold and congestion problems this holiday season. Add Navage to your gift list so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner or search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus stations playing all kinds of holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, R&B, tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
Over in Illinois, they just pushed through a whole bunch of new laws that are going into effect for 2024. And there was a bunch of them that I was like, oh, man, these are like new age laws. Like these are newer problems that we're having to tackle that they've now made laws for. And to go back to what we were talking about earlier, where Sabrina was talking about vaping was basically squashed in New Orleans when she just went. They said vaping indoors and in public places will be banned in Illinois as of next year. So they've gone after that as well. They also said, and here's a new one for you. In 2024, in the state of Illinois, video conferencing while driving will be banned.
Uh-oh.
So, like,
we're going to start our
Zoom
meetings
call
earlier, gentlemen.
Right, yeah. This, like that, they actually had to make it a crime to do this because it's something newer. They said youthful offenders under 21 can no longer be given a life sentence without the possibility of parole, according to a new law. and a bunch of other things. They have one of the first laws in the nation. It's called the Digital Forgeries Act, which will give victims legal recourse if they're a victim of a deep fake or digitally altered sexually explicit pictures. So if somebody deep fakes you naked in Illinois, you can now go after them. And some of the stuff which does make sense. Like, I always hated this law. Police officers cannot stop a car now for having an object hanging in the rearview mirror. They've stopped that in Illinois.
Was a thing?
Yeah, that was a thing in a lot of states. I don't know about Florida, but it is something that's illegal in a lot of states, and cops will use it to pull people over to screw with them. So I think that's a state-by-state thing. Meanwhile, before we get to a couple of other things I wanted to address here, I just wanted to toss this out for those of you folks who are a little bit tight in the budget around the holidays, because this seemed like a good deal to me, man. And Target across the country is now selling this like holiday feast. Okay. So you buy this holiday feast and you're supposed to be able to feed yourself and a couple of friends and stuff. And it's the most affordable thing I've heard of in a world where things are very, very expensive. Now, here's what it has. It's got 5 pounds of russet potatoes with it.
That's a lot of potatoes.
Good and Gather frozen golden white corn that comes along with it. French bread that comes along. 6-pound Market Pantry hickory smoked spiral cut bone-in ham.
All right.
Peppermint sandwich cookies. A thing of Campbell's cream of mushroom soup and Del Monte cut green beans.
Just one can of soup.
Well, it's the soup, the mushroom soup to put over the green beans to make that thing. And all of this is under $25 at Target.
That seems too good to be true.
That's a pretty good deal, actually. That's not bad when you're getting enough to feed up to 4 people, and it has like all the fixins and a 6-pound ham for you. If you're tight on the budget, that might be the perfect opportunity for you. So just don't sleep on whatever Target's got going on. Not a commercial, not an ad, just saw that. And I know some people are looking for a steal when everything seems to be expensive. Christina on Twitch says, oops, I watched the News Junkie when driving in Illinois. That's probably on the list.
We have nothing to do with that, Popos.
Yeah, that is probably on the list of no-nos that you're not allowed to do. In the world of sports, where we thrive, where we excel, where we are number one. The sports prognosticators and the best of the best. Patrick Mahomes had a meltdown during the football game yesterday.
It was big mad, and it's kind of embarrassing in front of Travis's girlfriend.
Yep. Yeah, he was like super pissed at officiating, which I have seen more complaints about officiating as a layman here in 2023 than I think I've ever seen before. So now over to you folks on chat or dispatches. Is that warranted? Is the officiating actually that bad this year? Because people are completely losing it.
I wouldn't even know what to compare it to.
I just see more complaining. That's all I see. And public complaining. A player like Patrick Mahomes, he's on the field screaming. And he said, it's a tough pill to swallow. He said, it's the worst effing call I've ever seen in my life. He screamed on the field. They said, not only for me and football in general, to take away greatness like that, for a guy like Travis to make a play like that, you want to see guys on the field decide the game. They're human. They make mistakes. But every week we're talking about something. It's the call just in that moment. Not for myself to have a flag change the outcome of the game. I've never had offensive offsides called, says Patrick Mahomes. He was very, very pissed. And a lot of other players feel the same way. It's just been pretty bad, they said. Sour Patch Pete agrees it's been atrocious. All Day Yuckers on Twitch says, no, it was an obvious call. BDMX Con says, no, they had a strike 1 year. They had a strike 1 year. Look up Fail Mary. I don't know what he's talking about. And Mark says on YouTube, Mahomes never complained when KC gets the calls on their side. I've just seen so many people who are like, this is the worst year for NFL officiating.
Because we're getting right down to the wire, too, right? So
I guess so. If
they are trying to make those playoffs, then you got to hope that the refs that are making a whole bunch of money are making the right calls. Am I right? Yeah.
For a layman like me, who's the team to beat right now? Like, who's the NFL team where it's like, hey, they're the team to beat right now?
I know my Dolphins are number one.
Are they? Oh, they're doing well.
Let me double check that before talking out of my ass.
You don't want to throw this out there?
No, Dolphins are up there.
Are they? Yeah. Is anybody undefeated right now?
Can we stop talking about sports? We're going to really embarrass ourselves.
I don't believe anybody's undefeated.
I always like when there's an undefeated team because I like to root for them.
NFL team undefeated.
Probably not. I guess that would probably be a bigger thread in the news out there if that were to be the case, I would think.
Yeah, Phillies and San Francisco 49ers went 5-0 to start the year after facing off in last season's NFC Championship, but they both lost to backup quarterbacks on the road in Week 6.
Ooh. E-Fresh Rock says he is a crybaby, and the call was legit. Maybe they called the penalty the wrong name, but the dude was definitely offside, saying Mahomes is being a crybaby about thing. 10-3 is the best record, at least what they're saying right now. Dallas looks unstoppable. Hell yeah, Dallas. Do your thing out there. Congratulations. Before we get to a couple of dispatches, would this be a deal breaker for you? You know, when you're in a new relationship, you start to learn a bit about the other person, and there are red flags that can pop up from time to time. And I want to know if this would be one for you, because a woman has said that she's broken up with her boyfriend over one incident that happened as they were building their relationship together. She went into the bathroom at the place they were sharing, and as she goes into the bathroom and she's going number 2, she looks over and realizes there's no toilet paper in the bathroom.
Ooh. You always double check before you sit on the throne, my dear.
That's right. Yeah, you want to check that beforehand because afterwards you're kind of stuck. So she says she shouted out to her boyfriend, "Hey, I need help. Can you bring me a roll of toilet paper?" And he flat out refused. He said, "I'm not going to go into the bathroom with you in there. I'm not handing you any toilet paper."
Okay, yeah, that's a red flag for sure. You can't help somebody out? Imagine the other way around.
Right. He said no. He said he just wasn't flat out, was not going to get her a roll of toilet paper, which forces her to do something that's really awkward. We've all probably done it at one point. Yeah, you got to waddle around and make your way.
She should have used his damn towel. How about that?
You know what? A lot of people in the comments were saying that. I would have used his towel, left, and never came back again. And she said her question was, "Hey, babe, could you please go grab me some toilet paper?" He said, "Nope, I'm not going to do it. I already told you the bathroom was out of toilet paper before you went in there." And she said, "Well, here we are. Can you bring it to me?"
I'm getting heated right now. Please continue.
Why don't you just bring me some? And he's just absolutely staunch about the idea he was not going to do it.
Was this something that was like he doesn't want to mix like bathroom stuff with the rest of their relationship? Or if he said, "I already told you there's no toilet paper in there," I wonder if this is something she does a lot.
I think it might have been both. I think it might have been that he didn't want to go into the bathroom while she was in there, which you don't have to go in there and hang out.
It's softball pitch it.
Yeah, you crack open the door and you just fling it to the person. It's not, you don't have to see anything at all.
It's common human decency. I'm sure it happens. But one, why aren't you stocked up there? You're just doing one roll at a time. Everyone knows that you have to have 2 and 3 backups inside the cabinets, or you get one of those holders that have them at the bottom there.
You got to have emergency stuff.
Anyone in that situation, you help somebody out. Even in public bathrooms. I can at least speak for women. That's like, "Hey, can you help me out? This stall is out of toilet paper."
Yeah, this is an emergency.
You should have checked. No, you grab a wad and you throw it over the top.
Right. Yeah, I think that is pretty universal. And if you discover that somebody has that character trait where they don't want to step up for you in your time of need, then you might think that this person is going to let you down in many other fronts. Let's see what's going on in your world. We've got lots of dispatches coming in today. First timers, we'd love to hear from you. Here's Square Slinger with the dispatch, and he says Mahomes has a right to be pissed.
Hey, junkies.
Hey.
Mahomes is pissed about that call because in 2021, the refs called that call 0 times. In 2022, it was 3 times. This year so far, it has been 13 times.
Oh, damn.
Now, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I can understand where he's coming from. Anyway, later.
Yeah, but the point would be, were they screwing up by not calling it in the previous years and they should have been calling it, or are now they screwing up by calling it more? I don't know where the right side of that argument is because sports. Bart versus Bill Gates has a dispatch as well.
Hey, guys, you were talking about the lady at the
town hall talking about marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
And when she got to the part about race, I don't know if you noticed the lady in the background, but her face, like her mouth just dropped open. She gave the most disapproval look. It was just a really funny look. If you can go back and look at it, I think you'll get a kick out of it. Anyways, have a good day, guys.
Yeah,
Bye.
there's so many arguments like that where I could tell your argument is weak if you throw in an oh yeah, by the way, this is a racist policy. Like that to me is
she
usually
said erase, like
No,
a pencil
no,
eraser.
No, when I went back, yeah, she said it's a racist policy. I think she's implying. I would actually argue that the inverse could be more properly perceived as racist, because if you have laws that are throwing people behind bars for smoking marijuana, I think, and I should check the numbers on this. I think that you might see in Black American communities a higher uptake in the number or percentage of people that smoke weed, which would mean that they would be more likely to be targeted by it and therefore possibly go to jail as a result of it. So the other way around, it doesn't really work for me. And that usually is an indicator that somebody has a very weak argument that they're throwing at you. Here we go. Let's go. I'm going to bring in one of the new dispatches here. Here's laying down the law, talking about toilet paper. Okay,
guys. On the whole boyfriend bathroom thing, he said, I told you there's no toilet paper in there. So he knew, and he did not restock it, and he let her go in there, and then he refused to help her out. This guy's got some psych problems, I think.
Agreed.
Anyway, wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
I think C-Lame is actually onto it. I think that this was a guy being an asshole going, you don't want to listen to me? I told you.
I told you before, Dad, you freak.
I told you there was no toilet paper, and then you went in there, now you deal with the consequences. That's what it feels like to me. And maybe this happened before this, who knows? But like that, when you're in need, you got to help the other person in the partnership out. Otherwise, what are you doing together? Just call it quits. The damn thing's over anyhow.
I just scream across the house. Ashley! Toilet paper!
I've done that before.
Or what's very helpful is, I don't know if you guys have a bathroom echo.
Oh, what's that?
Sounded like a little bit of a fart.
It's a microphone. I don't know if you guys have a Echo Dot in your bathrooms or any sort of smart device like that.
Do.
Yeah, I have that for my shower jams, but also you can ask Shma to make an announcement to all the other devices in the house. So I just have her project my voice to the whole house.
It's a good move.
Bring me toilet paper.
So if you got a bunch of guests over, it might make for a little bit of an awkward moment there.
I would be a little more discreet, depending on the guest.
Otherwise, you're getting the toilet paper that you're looking for.
Yep.
When we return, we're going to get to jury duty, some stories we got to follow up on, and also more of your comments. Plus, a cat made it into the news today for the most bizarre of reasons, and I want to share this story with you. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Dangling the proverbial carrot since 1993. Whatever the hell that means. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is three-time Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Macy's Backstage.
Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers' return to action may not be far away. TMZ is citing a source who says Rodgers will be cleared to play for Gangrene's game against Washington. That'll be on Christmas Eve. That will be just over 3 months after he tore his Achilles. Tonight, the NFL's 14th week concludes. It'll be a Monday Night Football doubleheader. The Giants host Green Bay, looking for a third straight win, while Miami entertains Tennessee. I'm Scott Davidson.
What will you find at Macy's Backstage? How about the perfect holiday gifts, just $25 and under, like matching family PJs, fragrance sets, toys, and more. Find the latest trends, new arrivals, and great prices at a Macy's Backstage store near you.
Ho, ho, hold up. It's the end of the year already, and I'm way behind. So this month, I'm slaying prices. Let's wrap up the year. You'll save up to $6,000 off a nicer, newer car. Plus, I'll stuff your stocking with $1,000 Christmas cash on a new car. Don't wait for the jolly old elf, because right now, Santa R.C. Hill at R.C. Hill Mitsubishi wants to help you save $6,000 and stuff your stocking with $1,000. Are other dealers roasting your chestnuts over past credit mishaps? Let us help you get approved. Help me wrap up the year and you could fill your sleigh with savings and drive home in a new car today. Save up to $6,000 based on the car you choose, and I'll give you $1,000 Christmas cash for the kiddies. But hurry, this deal's done once we wrap up. I'm R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
My name is John Clay Wolf. I'm the CEO of GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer, and I love to buy cars. We just buy them all. Been doing it for 30 years. Look at the reviews online for Give Me the VIN. You'll be shocked how much our customers love us. This holiday season, we'd love to do business with you at GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer, where we love to buy cars.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to consumercellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
Looking to take your next event to the next level? Party Time Rentals in Apopka serves all Central Florida.
From birthdays to weddings, corporate events to family reunions, Party Time Rentals in Apopka has everything you need to make your event unforgettable.
Our wide selection will make your party planning a breeze.
Our friendly staff is ready to help, ensuring your event goes off without a hitch.
Party Time Rentals in Apopka. Visit us today in Apopka or online at partytimeapopka.com.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar, solarsource.com/monsters.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando. Ready to change your phone service? You got to check out Boost Infinite Wireless at boostinfinite.com. You get their low price service and a brand new iPhone every year. And most importantly, listen to this. You get the benefit of Boost Infinite's new technology that selects between its own network and the other two major networks, so you get the best quality calls and data anywhere you are. No one else can do that except Boost. So head to boostinfinite.com today. That's boostinfinite.com. You owe it to yourself to learn what the folks at Boost have to offer. Again, that's boostinfinite.com or call 855-55-BOOST. Boost Infinite Wireless is the only carrier built for the next 50 years, not the last 50. So one more time, right now, go check out boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com. BoostInfinite.com. Why settle for one network when you can have three? See BoostInfinite.com for terms and conditions.
Making it to Wednesday is a win in itself, and Dunkin' thinks you deserve a reward. That's why every Wednesday, now through December, Dunkin' Rewards members get a free donut with drink purchase. So whether you like your midweek pick-me-ups oozing with chocolate or filled with jelly, it's on us, because you deserve it. Save time and order ahead on the app with Dunkin' Rewards. Not a member? Join today. America runs on Dunkin'. Limit one classic donut per member per Wednesday. Terms and exclusions may apply. Participation may vary. Offer ends 12/27/2023.
Untuckit has everything he needs this holiday season. Shop now and save big with our biggest sale of the year happening at untuckit.com or at any of the 80-plus Untuckit stores. Untuckit shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. He'll love to unwrap one of our iconic button-downs, super soft flannels, or cozy sweaters. Get them while they last during our biggest sale of the year. Shop Untuckit's biggest sale of the year happening now at untuckit.com or at any of our over 80 stores.
At Rasmussen University, we're giving you the green light to earn your nursing or healthcare degree from a national leader in nursing education. It's your move. Get going at one of our 22 campuses or online at rasmussen.edu.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
duty in just a moment, but Peter emails and he says, "Hi, junkies. I actually have a pilot certificate, although I've never flown anything bigger than a Cessna," he says. Earlier this year, a friend let me spend an hour in one of JetBlue's flight simulators at their training center. Even with my background, I'd been unable to land without my friend setting all of the switches. The only chance a layman would have is if somebody did a really good job of talking them through setting the autopilot. Even that might not be good enough, though, he says. That makes it sound like it's more difficult than we were thinking, or than 50+% of men who think that they can land an aircraft, a commercial airliner, in an emergency. So he's saying maybe not. I got something I want to go over here in just a second. A quick welcome to new subscriber Janine DM over on Secret Shows. Appreciate you. Thank you. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and you can learn more about Secret Shows right now. But there is a posting that I was watching yesterday for a bit here.
This is
and I put it up
next door kind of thing?
No, this was on Twitter. But it's this is somebody who is sharing something they found at their local Honda dealership, and it confuses me so much, okay? Really confuses me. So I have a bunch of questions about this. I put it up on See It Now so you can take a look. And they said, at my local Honda dealership, a 95 Accord was traded in with 2,187 miles.
Yeah.
So the 95 Accord, which is a car that's coming up on 30 years old, and
that's so
and it
weird.
has 2,187 miles on it, 2,187 miles on it.
What are
which
they
is
trying to get for it?
impossible to them. That's where I have some questions. All right. So you can see here, there's the interior. It does look like it's just been sitting in a garage or something. It's in absolutely perfect condition.
Minus that passenger seat there.
Outside looks fine. Here's the problem. 1995 Accord, only 2,187 miles on it. $24,000?
That's nuts.
$24,911 because it has super, super low miles and it's in perfect condition. It's still a 1995 Accord.
Precisely.
Who in their right mind would pay $25,000 for this thing? I don't understand that. And
That
I know,
can't be right.
I know you can make this argument to me. You could say, Sean, what if you had a 1969 Pontiac GTO with a six-pack, and that car had only
With a
2,000
six-pack like it comes with beers?
Six-pack of carburetors. And
C-Lane, come on.
And that GTO, 1969 black with racing stripes GTO, only had 2,187 miles on it, Sean. Wouldn't it be worth more? Yes, But this is a 1995 Accord.
Exactly. And I don't know all that much about Accords, but it being that old, are you still going to be able to like fix it as easily? Do you throw a vintage plate on that bad boy?
Wait, hold on. Is it vintage? How old do they have to be vintage?
I think like 25 years or something.
Oh my God,
That'd be hilarious.
Vintage plate requirement.
Yeah,
I would argue that there might be some of the components that would be easier to fix because it's that old that like this is not necessarily a vehicle that is packing a whole bunch of stuff in. But I mean, if you look at the pictures, it's got a cassette player in there.
Yeah,
this does not have a backup camera. This does not have Bluetooth.
Power windows?
It does have power windows.
It does, yeah. As power windows and locks, I can see. And it is in pristine condition, but it's still a 95 Accord.
So in, 2 years, this will be considered a vintage vehicle.
Oh, man.
They're required on vehicles that are 30 years or older.
Wow. So right now in 93, a vehicle from 1993 would be considered vintage. That's crazy. I would never, ever, ever pay $25,000 for an old Honda just because it only had 2,187 miles on it.
And are we sure about that?
Oh, you can't be.
Those cars back in the day were very easy to do the whole, I don't know. Didn't they use like a power tool that also changed the speedometer?
It technically is illegal. You're not supposed to tamper with an odometer. Not that stops anybody. And you technically can do this on a lot of vehicles. The one thing I don't know is if the dealerships have like a special way that they can check not just the physical odometer or maybe digital, and it is digital in this case, but they could check it and see if that's real or if that's like if somebody's rolled the odometer back. But I will say, just going off of the condition alone, that I believe it. I think this thing has been sitting in a garage and they just had it detailed and traded it in.
Not for $24,000, man.
Okay, here's my other big question. Somebody traded in this 95 Accord with 2,187 miles. How much did they give them for that trade-in? Did you give them an equivalent value to the 25 grand you're reselling this old-ass car for? Or did you go, oh, it's a 95 Accord, best I can do is $2 grand, and then you rip them off because they didn't know that this was worth all this money, or that you're going to try to get all this money for it? That's the question I would have. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. As I switch over, let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, slip and fall at work, any of these other things that could go wrong, you need to make sure you reach out to the attorney that's going to give you the time, attention, and everything else that you deserve. And that's Mo. He's really, really good at this. So 866-CALL-MO or go to justcallmo.com. Tammy on YouTube says, maybe that car is there on consignment. It could be. I don't know. I'm just going off of the fact that they had like the tag in the window and it looked like they were selling it themselves at this dealership.
I mean, they couldn't even print out the damn tag. They just wrote it on a piece of 8.5 by 11.
What would you even do with a tape player now? Can you go buy a tape anywhere?
Yeah, you can actually buy...
tapes are cool now, Sean.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
You can buy a thing. It works okay. I've tried it out because my car has a tape player. And I bought a tape that will connect to Bluetooth on your phone. So you can like play your songs into the tape.
Is that the new version of
yes.
the FM translators?
No, the FM thing, or there used to be that tape that just had a cord coming out of it, like your first Walkman. Had that CD Walkman.
Yeah, I mean, you would have so many problems. And also, just because a car has low mileage on it, it's not always a good thing. If this car is nearly 30 years old and it has 2,187 miles on it...
Did they empty all the fuel out of it? Because you need to store that in such a way.
How much was this thing just sitting around? All kinds of things could go bad. And just sitting in a garage, you can have parts that were maybe just deteriorating because that's a lot of time to have gone by. And somebody says, What they're doing is absolutely criminal. The Blue Book value on this, even with that mileage, is between $2,300 and $3,300.
Oh, wow.
So good luck. There's no way someone's going to buy that. And if they do, they're an idiot.
Yeah, you're dumb if you buy a 95 for all that money. That seems like a waste.
I also
to me.
think that Blue Book is not necessarily set up to price cars that are 30 years old and have barely been driven.
No.
I almost think that the accuracy when you have mileage that low is going to be way off.
Yeah, because that's such a rare occasion that you would have a car like that. Most of them are going to have 300,000 miles or more on them. All right, let's get into jury duty very quickly. There's a lot of pressure against Sean Diddy Combs at the moment.
Oh, 18 times, I hear.
I didn't know just how bad this had gotten, but yeah, they said so far 18 brands have cut ties with Diddy. And the entrepreneur's new e-commerce platform, the companies are confirming to Rolling Stone magazine. Combs recently launched Empower Global, an online marketplace for black-owned businesses. He said in July he was more excited about the new venture than he had been in 1993 when launching his record label, Bad Boy Entertainment. More than 160 brands are currently listed on the site, but when R&B singer Cassie sued Combs for sexual assault, a lawsuit that was quickly settled, the departure started, and now it's just continued from there. So he is losing some monies, and 18 brands have cut ties with Diddy. I don't know if there's any actual charges against him, but I feel like I keep hearing stories about accusations. Mm-hmm. That's kind of where we seem to be. And I guess 50 Cent is working on Surviving Diddy.
Man, you do not mess with 50 Cent.
No.
That guy.
And then I think he is going to, any proceeds from that will go towards, is it a victim charity or directly to?
Fund, maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. He's playing 7D chess, it seems. I'll never forget when 50 Cent challenged Floyd Mayweather to read one page of Harry Potter for a whole bunch of money.
Boy, and then somebody's concert, he bought the entire, front row section.
Was it Ja Rule or
I think so.
Something like that? Just bought out the front row so that nobody would be sitting there during the show.
Embarrassing.
Also in jury duty, a Missouri high school teacher says she has been placed on leave after officials discovered she was performing on OnlyFans to supplement her salary. She says it was always like a cloud hanging over my head.
What's her name?
Her name is Brianna Coppage. Brianna, Coppage, 28 years old.
Top dog.
Taught English at St. Clair High School, but the teaching days are probably over now. As she said, she made about $42,000 last year teaching students. And
she was going to say that she made that on OnlyFans. I was like, ooh, that's not a great time to lose your job if that's all you're making.
She makes $8 to $10,000 a month on OnlyFans, she says. This will probably help out a little bit more. All right, when we come back, we'll get to you and your dispatches, rather, for the newsjunkie.com. That cat I mentioned earlier, and C-Lane. There's something phenomenal happening in the heavens this week. You cannot miss out on this. I know you're a moon guy. We'll get to that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's a Real Radio sports special this Sunday when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Green Bay to face the Packers. Coverage starts at noon on Real Radio 104.1.
Accident at Dean Road southbound at University Boulevard, John Young Parkway northbound north of the Turnpike at Directors Road. Right lane was blocked. Should be wrapping up here very shortly. More slow and go traffic I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535, but 192 and 528 to the Space Coast are in good shape. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by RockTheCountry.com.
Mark your calendar and tell your boss to shove it. Kid Rock, Jason Aldean, and some of their friends are going to get loud, going to get rowdy, and they're going to do it in your hometown. Tickets to Rock the Country are on sale now. Get them before they're gone at RockTheCountry.com.
Hey, Hey, big shout out and congratulations to Andrew out of Sanford. He's a listener of the show. He was ready to upgrade his driving situation, so he took my advice. He went down to Nation's Trucks this past weekend, and he traded in his 2017 Kia and left in his very own lifted 2019 Chevy Trail Boss. You guys, you can be next. You could do the same. Start driving the truck that you deserve and do it today. Ford, Chevy, Ram, GMC, Nation's Trucks has got them all, and with approved credit, you don't make any payments for 3 months. Visit nationstrucks.com and check out their amazing inventory. All their end of the year specials are right there on the website, or you can just go down and see them in person in Sanford, 1792, just 1 mile south of Lake Murray Boulevard. Let them know C-Lane from the News Junkie sent you.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Hey creators, it's your chance to be heard. Always dreamed of making your own song? Now you can with just a few swipes on the Hype app, where you can effortlessly create music, share it with friends, and join a community of real musicians. Listen to Johnny's House on XL 1067 for a chance to hear your Hype song air on the radio. The best Hype wins $5,000. Download the Hype app at XL1067.com. That's HYPH. Or follow XL1067 on Insta.
Escape to the village of nothing much and delight in soothing tales from the lakefront inn to the downtown bookshop to the cabin in the woods. Based on the beloved Nothing Much Happens podcast, Stories from the Village of Nothing Much offers family-friendly, anxiety-relieving narratives celebrating small joys and community bonds.
A tower of a tree stood lit in her glory in our park, and we all clapped and whistled our approval.
Listen to Stories from the Village of Nothing Much on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sick of paying $100 for groceries and getting nothing but eggs, orange juice, and a paper bag? Then download the Drop app. Drop lets you earn points with your everyday shopping and redeem them for gift cards. Want a free dinner with those groceries? Drop it. How about daily lattes? Drop it. So download Drop today and get $5 just for signing up. Use invite code GetDrop777. That's invite code GetDrop777.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to consumercellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
Gift wrapping struggles, packed parking lots, tangled decorations. Take your family light years from the holiday routine with Holidays in Space at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, sponsored by Pepsi. Discover the nightly lighting of a 50-foot tree, the all-new projection show guided by our out-of-this-world host, Starflake, and the Rocketry Trail, sponsored by L3 Harris. Holidays in Space is included with general admission. Tickets on sale now at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the...
This weekend. I'm fond of doing that. If I hear something brought up and I'm like, I don't know anything about that, I generally will start researching and trying to figure out what I can learn about the thing. I'm a curious person.
I love those, and then sometimes it scares me because I'm like, I've been researching this for 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
What
I'll go deep.
happened?
I'll go deep. I was trying to figure out more about lobotomies this weekend.
All right. I got to be honest, didn't think that's what was going to come out of your mouth next.
Lobotomies are such a weird thing because for a stretch of time, this was like a super common thing that people would have done.
The go-to.
And now no one does it. Like now, I don't even know if you wanted to get a lobotomy, if you could
Probably not legal.
I'm sure in some country you could do it. Come on.
I don't know. Can they like make just one medical procedure illegal? I guess they could. I don't know if it's illegal, but I think it's just very, very hard to find any kind of doctor that would do it. And the weird thing is, I was reading through all these stories where people got lobotomies and they totally worked. Like it absolutely like changed these people's lives. But the problem
but they're
was
zombies.
No, it didn't make them zombies. It just got rid of, in many cases, if they had like severe OCD, really bad anxiety, really bad depression, it would turn them around. But the problem was then they started viewing it as a cure-all. And so everybody who had any kind of problem, it was like, come on in and get a lobotomy. And it's like, visit the doctor.
Broken leg, lobotomy.
Everything. The solution for everything was lobotomy.
Period cramps, lobotomy.
They went too far with it. And then instead of
side effects from your lobotomy, another lobotomy.
Instead of like honing it in and coming up with new procedures, they just did away with it altogether. And it was like, just thinking about how they did that. You know how they would do the lobotomy?
Yeah.
Ooh, buddy.
I mean, I've seen, they covered it a bunch. What was it? American Horror Story, something like that.
Oh, did they? Yeah. They
what
would
did it
do
start
it
with, the ear or the eye?
The eyeball, over the top of your eyeball.
Ugh.
And then they like sever these connections in your brain. And they found that would give some relief for all these people who were severely depressed.
One wrong move, you're dead.
Oh, yeah. And they did end up hurting people. Like, obviously, over the years, they did. And then they came up with new procedures to replace it. And then it just became kind of like the asylums. Like, even though the places were super useful and good for society, they became so tarnished. Their name became so bad that bringing it up would be a negative thing. And there's a lot of stuff like that out there. Like Celine was talking about earlier. Sometimes you could be right about something, but the thing you're saying is so toxic that nobody even wants to engage with it. Like, for instance, Celine was mentioning, because the Buffalo Bills coach said, you want to talk about teamwork, the terrorist attack on 9/11, those guys were really a tight team, weren't they? And it's like, oh, God. Technically, he's right? I mean, technically, what's your disagreement with that?
I don't even want to give my opinion on it.
What? There can't be any disagreement with it. This is a bunch of guys who have agreed to be such teammates that they're going to kill themselves together to do an attack. He's totally right, but it's such an inappropriate conversation.
The example that I was thinking of, somebody on the texting service corrected me or let me know. The thing I was thinking of that happened already was Bill Maher. Mm-hmm. He might have gotten his show canceled.
He did,
for saying that the terrorists were not cowards, whereas the U.S. was, shooting. They were bombing somewhere from miles and miles away, launching missiles, and he called that cowardly. And he goes, who wasn't cowards? these terrorists, 9/11, that he ended up going a similar route.
And again, sorry, but he's totally right. He's absolutely right. As insane as it is and as terrible as it was and all of these things, it does take courage to put on a suicide vest for the cause that you believe in.
Well, they also
and go
thought
blow
they were going to
yourself up.
bang, 12 virgins or something.
Of course, they thought they were going to get all the virgins in the afterlife and all that, but they were mostly motivated by the cause that they were fighting for. And these are very, very difficult conversations to have because people just get triggered. They're like, 9/11, you know, and
I mean, it's just there's
down.
another way. There's a lot of like nursery rhymes or some, story from when we were kids that can give the same message of the team without involving the worst terrorist attack in U.S. history.
I just think we shouldn't shy away from stuff that's true. You shouldn't go, hey, this is true, but it's really unfortunate and uncomfortable. In the case of the football coach, the problem is he could have used a million other metaphors or a million other things. C-Lane, delete that immediately, please. I see what you're doing over there.
What are you talking about?
I see what you're up to.
Why would I delete it?
Because I realize
9/11.
that was pretty bad. At least you didn't get that one earlier. That was Sabrina saved my ass on that one. That was going to be real rough. That would have been floating around out there. Yeah, these things. Obi-Wan Kenobi says, "Sean, don't get canceled." I'm not going to get canceled. I think I'm beyond it here.
Challenge accepted.
Just accepting that sometimes things are right, even though they're super uncomfortable to consider, is a fine thing. This is like the stuff on the high school or college campuses, rather, that's going on right now, where I said, in reality, these students should be able to say some wild stuff, right? They should be able to get crazy, controversial ideas out there. This is college. Explore it, baby. Have debates over these things. Figure out just how dumb you are. And in the case of a lot of these college kids, very dumb is the answer. But they shouldn't be shielded from things that are uncomfortable. But yet again, this is one of those things that people don't like to talk about, where I'm saying that radical language of all types shouldn't be something that you go after people for, or certainly not like they do in the UK. They'll see a video of somebody and they'll throw them in jail for saying things that people find uncomfortable. I think that's crazy town. That's really, really ridiculous. But people just embrace it because it makes them more comfortable. Super Fun Time said Bill Maher thought he was tenured from being canceled, and you see what happened there. Yeah, but he popped back up. He's got a new show. He's been doing it for years and years and years now. He just got fired because at the time, you didn't dare say anything that wasn't 1,000% patriotic, right? You have to understand, after 9/11, this country was 1,000% right of center. We were 1,000% right of center. George W. Bush had like 80% approval ratings at that time.
Hey, tags.
That is insane. And now we're headed back to the middle, I think. But we were so far left of center for the last 6 months that we went in the complete opposite direction. 6 months. For the last 6 years plus, that we've gone in the complete opposite direction. I think people should be exposed to all this. Alicia says, I love Bill Maher's show. I think he could be a boomer sometimes, and sometimes he hits on things that like really aren't that important.
Is that the one who just did the Christmas movie or something like that with the dads?
No, you're thinking of the Ben Shapiro thing with the Daily Wire. Were you talking about where they're basketball players and they pretend to be women or something?
No, it was another. It was like a Netflix one, but maybe I'm thinking of another Bill.
Bill Maher does have movies. He did a movie called Religulous, which was obviously about religion. And he had another one that I saw, but I can't remember what it was about. He's always managed to be fairly interesting. And he'll take people who disagree with him and engage with them, which I like. Everybody turned into a bunch of pussies. They can't stand anybody who disagrees with them being in their orbit.
It did seem like a little messed up to cancel the guy from a show called Politically Incorrect.
Right.
Like, what were you thinking was going to happen?
I'm sorry, I'm doing my job over here, and now I get fired. C-Lane, look up to the skies because it is happening tonight. This is not a moon for you. Something even better. It's the iconic star Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice is going to be eclipsing.
Whoa.
This is huge. The bright star Betelgeuse, a prominent member of the Orion constellation, is set to be occulted by the asteroid Leona on December 11th. Happening tonight. This is going to happen and be no more than 10 seconds long. So you got to look very quickly when you're staring up into space.
Does it have ETA? Because
ETA is 8:17 tonight. Isn't that real close to the launch?
Yeah, that's going to be pretty much around the same time. What do you look for?
The path of totality, where the occultation will be observable, stretches across a narrow band starting near Guadalajara, Mexico, goes through Florida, the Bahamas, southern parts of Spain and Italy, through to regions in Greece, Turkey, and Central Asia. It'll last for about 18 minutes in total, but only 10 seconds when it's totally blocked off. So buckle up and get ready to go, friends. All right, let's work in a dispatch. Excuse me, or two.
Does that have a little vomit in it?
No, just a lot of burp in that one. We go over to Nurse Jan, who's talking about lobotomies. Let's see what she says.
Sean, about lobotomies, I know where I can get you a super duper discounted lobotomy. And you can
Black
trust
market
me 'cause
lobotomy.
I'm a medical professional. Wink, wink.
Hell yeah, let's bring it back. Black market lobotomies need to make a resurgence in this country, but it's just people aren't strong enough to make that happen, I don't think. Here's Chris P. Bacon talking about that car.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Sean, the reason why that car is worth so much is the engine. It's so new, barely been used. It's like the equivalent of a new car today. The other stuff, the cassette player, yeah, it's outdated, but still that thing, it'll handle brand new. Everything inside it's brand new. Essentially, it's the equivalent of a new car.
But it's not.
Depending on the type of people that do custom cars, it's the perfect type of car we can easily custom as well. So it'd have some value on that front as well.
Oh, then
Have a good week, guys.
get an exhibit on the case.
Pimp the Ride.
Is that the guy?
Yeah.
Was it Exhibit?
Yeah, Exhibit was the guy who did that. Is that a car that people trick out now? What kind of car was that you took pictures of the other day, Sabrina, where the wheels were all dumb looking?
Oh, God, great question.
Was that like a Honda?
No, I don't think so. I thought it was like an Infinity or something like that. I mean, it looked ridiculous. And there was three of them in a row.
One thing that I've noticed in my life is there's certain things as you get older, as you grow into adulthood, that it's easier to stay fresh with, and there's things that are very difficult culture-wise to stay up on. And one is car culture. It seemed to me when I was in my early 20s, late teens, that everybody was putting rims on their cars, everybody was putting subwoofers in their vehicles.
Spinning rims,
and they're tricking them out this way or that way.
I wanted those so bad growing up.
And then I thought after that, when I was in like my late 20s, early 30s, I go, that's weird. Nobody does that anymore. It's not a thing anymore. But car culture evolved. I just was so out of the loop on it. I didn't even think people were doing it anymore. They're just doing it with different cars, different things, stupid tires pointed in weird angles, all of those things. I'm not paying $25,000 for an old Honda Accord. I'm going to pass on that one. We're going to save these because let's get to our friend Radio Michael 7 real quick. Let's see what he said. He wants to talk about the 50% of men who say that they can land a passenger plane.
If he was flying the JetBlue simulator, then he was flying an Airbus because that's what JetBlue flies. Airbuses are a lot more computerized and a little bit more advanced because, that's the kind you fly with a joystick. So you would need to program it in order to, use the autopilot in landing. But if you're flying something like a 737, which is the equivalent for Boeing, that's a little bit more like a traditional airplane, which would be a little bit easier to land. Except for C-Lane, because I don't think he can do it.
Hey, suck it, Radio Michael 7. I was on your side until just now.
Shot at the end. I have a really stupid question. I want to toss this out there for all of the pilot peoples, and maybe even Radio Michael 7, because he has some knowledge on this for sure, I could tell. So he would know, all right? If I got up to the front of a commercial plane, a passenger jet, pilots passed out, whatever, is there going to be an obvious button that is autopilot? Like, is there going to be something that says autopilot, bloop, and I push a button and bloop, you're now in autopilot, Sean?
I can account for the time that I spent next to a pilot in the Toyota Corolla at the Skies, Pilot Loveless, and it was like several buttons. Autopilot had engaged, but you had to keep like notching things.
Okay.
And then communicating with ground control, like, all right, we're going to have you at this and make sure to notch it at that. And
so you don't think it's like just one button that you push and it says autopilot around and go, all right, now we're going in autopilot mode. You think it's like a series of things you have to do?
I believe so. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I remember.
Well, when it's engaged, you have to tell it where it's supposed to be. Like, it's not just like autopilot is not like a Tesla that drives itself. Autopilot just keeps you in the air.
Great point.
At the direction and the height that you tell it to.
Also, that Tesla scene from the movie.
That was
something
pretty good.
else.
What was the name of the movie again?
Leaving the World Behind.
Yeah, Leaving the World Behind. That, and I thought to myself, I was like, ooh, I wonder if they could do that.
Oh, I'm sure.
We've seen that happen in streets in San Francisco where all the electric vehicles will like just be kind of stuck all next to each other and something broke. I've seen that happen, but this was on a much bigger scale in this movie. I think that if you go up there and everything's all made for pilots and not made for laymen, which would make sense for it to be that way, then maybe things don't have the labels that we would expect.
No,
and
but that's
I would
why
just
you
get up there.
Got to make sure you just get the button that has you communicate with someone who is going to tell you step by step what to do.
Do you think that's obvious?
Yeah, I think it's right there on your. It's on the steering wheel of the skies. What do you call it?
The yoke?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So I know for a fact you would see the pilot who was passed out with that headset on. So you just take that off him and put it on your head.
Then you have to sit on his lap.
About, like, breaker 19. How do you get back
for truckers,
to? Dude. It works both ways. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they could do the same thing.
Bisexual.
You could communicate with anybody over any kind of microphone with a breaker 1.4,
right?
And they understand what's going on.
Breaker 1.4, we got to go to breaker.
Radio Michael 7 says depends on the plane, but usually it says A/P. There is a master switch, but it just activates what the other settings are set to. I just want to be prepared for this in case it happens.
Well, it's funny. Sabrina hit the nail on the head there because if you want to be prepared for that, you should know which button talks to the tower. And
that's the most important.
There was a story of a guy whose pilot passed out and or just died in the middle of the flight. Smaller plane, not like a commercial passenger plane, but he was sitting in the co-pilot seat and he, for S's and giggles, asked the pilot, which of these buttons talks to the tower? And he goes, you squeeze this little thing here. Pilot dies. He goes, I'm glad I asked that question now because I need to talk to the tower and figure out how to land this thing.
That was very important timing right there. Yeah. That was important timing. What do you think? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. By the way, we love you. We appreciate you. We thank you for hanging out with us each and every day here on the show as we march toward the final 4 shows of 2023. We will have some awesome best of content for everybody, no matter where you're listening to the show while we're gone. And for some of you folks in Dallas and Rochester in particular, we've been on in West Palm Beach for some time now and on the Treasure Coast. But even them, it's a chance for you to get, if you're a newer listener, back into the lore of the show. If you hear us saying things all the time or you hear inside jokes, we try not to do those too much to make it just generally easy to listen to.
Love inside jokes.
But I'd like to be part of them one time. Yeah. But when you listen to the best of, you'll get caught up with all these moments that you missed. So that should be fun, hopefully, for everybody over the break. We'll see what design Junkie Claus brings for all of us tomorrow here on the show. And today it was the Summer Vibes shirt that came back for just a little while. Very, very limited inventory. That was left over in the closet from my office at getskywall.com, and a new design will pop up tomorrow. We'll see which one it is. That's coming up. Well, not that, but your dispatches. We got more stories to get into, and that's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Couple of disabled vehicles now blocking the shoulders on the Florida Turnpike, one southbound at the Osceola Parkway. Also, Florida Turnpike northbound after US 27 has a shoulder block there. Crash with some road blockage in the Melbourne area, Wickham Road just east of I-95. And crash still blocking the right lane, John Young Parkway northbound north of Sand Lake Road. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Blue Stream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio to find out more.
All right, folks, my friends at Maxine's on Shine are here to make your week even better with Maxine's Mind Boggler. A big congratulations to last week's winner, Fabian. Now, the first person to answer this riddle correctly wins a $25 gift card to Maxine's on Shine. Here is your riddle. I have branches, but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. What am I? I have branches, but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. If you know the answer, email me, Sabrina@realradio.fm, and the first person to send the correct answer wins a $25 gift card. If you don't win today's riddle, don't worry. You got a shot every single week. Plus, you're going to feel like a winner every time you visit Maxine's on Shine. Voted Best Downtown Orlando Restaurant 3 years in a row. Diverse, comfortable, and delicious with a splash of sexiness. For more information on location and reservations, visit Maxine'sOnShine.com.
Save time and money with the wood fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $13.95. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License numbers C10252 and C10803.
Most Valuable Promotions presents Jake Paul versus Andre August. International superstar Jake Paul returns to the boxing ring at Kareem Royale on Friday, December 15th. The world will be watching as Jake Paul continues his path to becoming a world champion and takes on 10-1 pro boxer Andre August, who has 5 KOs. The night also features Shadeja Green, who will take on Franchon Cruz Dezern for a WBC world title. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.
Unleash your creativity with the brand new Hype app. That's HYPH. Hype empowers you to create music effortlessly. Sharing your songs with friends on social media. Create your song with a few swipes. You'll never believe how easy and fun it is to make music. Listen to Johnny's House weekday mornings on XL for your Hype to air on the radio. The best Hype wins $5,000. Download the new Hype app now at XL1067.com or go to Instagram at XL1067.
Ready to change your phone service? You got to check out Boost Infinite Wireless at boostinfinite.com. You get their low price service and a brand new iPhone every year. And most importantly, listen to this, you get the benefit of Boost Infinite's new technology that selects between its own network and the other 2 major networks, so you get the best quality calls and data anywhere you are. No one else can do that except Boost. So head to boostinfinite.com today. That's boostinfinite.com. You owe it to yourself to learn what the folks at Boost have to offer. Again, that's boostinfinite.com or call 855-55-BOOST. Boost Infinite Wireless is the only carrier built for the next 50 years, not the last 50. So one more time, right now, go check out boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com. Why settle for one network when you can have 3? See boostinfinite.com for terms and conditions.
2J's makes holiday gatherings easier. Order a meal made up of holiday favorites. Pick up platters of sandwiches, deli salads, and appetizers, or stop by 2J's Bakery for delicious cakes and treats. Add joy to your holiday and order now at 2J's.com. 2J's, it's simply great food.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. Tobacco-Free Florida's Group Quit service offers free virtual and in-person sessions at convenient times and locations. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. You are not alone. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
I'm Mary Kay McBrayer, host of the podcast, The Greatest True Crime Stories Ever Told, where I dig into crimes where a woman is not just a victim. She might be the detective, the lawyer, the witness, the coroner, the criminal, or some combination of those roles. These are the stories we need to know to understand the intersection of society, justice, and the fascinating workings of the human psyche. Listen to The Greatest True Crime Stories Ever Told on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
Core Christmas. Everything absolutely full-on based. And to do that properly, you have to start with the Christmas tree, all right? If you want to do hardcore Christmas, you got to go out and get that damn tree yourself. You got to, go out and do a snowy field up to your knees, bring a little axe with you.
Avoid getting shot by the property owner.
No, there's places where they'll let you do it. There's places where, you pay to access the land, and then they tell you, you can cut down a certain number of trees. But it's going to be way more hardcore to be doing it illegally. To be illegally on somebody's land with your hatchet or your axe or whatever. You go out there, you find the perfect tree. It's ridiculously tall, and you chop that thing down yourself, plop it on top of your vehicle, bring it back to your house. That's the kind of Christmas that you got to do.
Full of bugs and disease.
Well, it's not full of bugs and diseases. How different is it than getting the tree that you get at the local Christmas tree lot?
They wash them. You know that, right?
Do they?
Yeah, every single one gets its own bath right before it goes on sale.
That's not true. You have no idea what you're talking about. There's no way they wash all these trees.
Dude, call yourself a Christmas fan. That's crazy.
It's a tree. They just take the tree and put it in the car.
They wash the trees, dude. Chat, back me up.
The cheaper trees, they don't wash them, and they say you have to go through the drive-thru with the tree on your car.
Exactly.
You have to go through the car wash.
That's not true either.
A couple wet ones.
And I know very little about the Christmas tree industry, other than the fact that I think they print money pretty good. I think they do okay. But I didn't get a real one this year. Somehow I got away with not having to update the fake one, but I think next year we're going to have to get it upgraded.
This is my first time, I guess, buying a fake tree, essentially, because the one that I had and I've been using for years, and now it's the Misfit tree in the cat room.
Okay.
Because that's the one that my dad had in his business since before I was born.
Oh, my God. So that one's been around for a while.
It's from the 80s. And it's really cute and really gross looking. But I finally got a big tree for myself. It comes with the lights. You just plug it in and then we hang the ornaments. It looks exactly like a real tree, you guys.
Does it really? Yes. Yeah. Some of them are really good now. They're super convincing. And
Ashley saw this. Ashley saw this new fake tree that she wants now.
Oh, no. Is it the one
for the collection?
Year?
No,
is it from the expensive place?
Which expensive place?
The one we learned about on the show where somebody goes, Sean, here's the kind of Christmas tree you got to get. And I think we're getting one next year. They're thousands of dollars.
Thousands for what?
Yeah, for these trees that look 1,000% real. Alex has one. You know what I'm talking about. He just got one.
Oh, that thing. It starts with a B.
They're dead on, really, really, really good trees. And I don't know if it's that kind that you're talking about, C-Lane.
No, this one is ridiculous. It's going to make a mess because it snows.
You mean it snows?
The tree snows?
The tree has a bowl at the bottom, right?
Uh-huh.
That catches a bunch of fake snow and then shoots it up. And then so that it snows on itself.
That's
Get out
stupid.
of here. There's no way this is a thing.
I mean, no offense, of course, your lovely wife, but that can't be.
Call her stupid.
Why does it need to snow in itself?
What? Because it's Christmas.
Is it good?
That's hardcore Christmas right there.
What if Jackson gets it in his mouth?
Yeah, that sounds
probably
bad.
will.
And then what?
And Lexi, too. They get up too close there.
They're both sharing spoonfuls of fake snow. Poison.
How much is this thing? How much is the tree that actually keeps snowing all the time?
I'm asking her for a link.
That's got to be expensive. I've never heard of this before. So it's just got like a big catch-all at the bottom, like a fountain would, and it recycles, instead of water, it recycles like the snow that's coming down.
Like those old novelty things where it's like a tap that comes from anywhere, or just out in the just recycling the same water. But in this case, it's the original snowing Christmas tree. Look up snowingchristmastree.com.
Okay, snowing Christmas tree.
That's
Christmastree.com.
There's one at Home Depot too, the Let It Snow series.
All right, I'm looking at it now. They're not as expensive as I thought.
Pull up a video.
Look how ugly that thing is.
The bottom is hideous. It's got like
it looks like
my cats would get in that.
It looks like you attached the tree to a giant upside down umbrella.
That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like a huge upside down umbrella underneath the tree, and that captures all the fake snow.
Oh, that'll be on everywhere in your house forever.
Oh, is this it? Let me see. I think this is the snowing Christmas tree. Oh, beautiful music. It snows harder than I thought it would.
This expensive piece of crap. No, dude.
I got to tell you, it's making me feel like Christmas has arrived. I do think, I feel like I'm in the Christmas mood right now. But we're not getting that around here because Junkie Cat will definitely get up in it, and as will...
Carl will be pooping those for at least 6 months.
Oh, people keep asking about Carl. How's Carl doing?
He's fine. No, he's great. Yeah, he's still on some medication, but seems to be doing some salads. And he was with his Uncle M all weekend, and everything went well. So Carl is okay. Thank you so much for asking, everybody.
How was in New Orleans? Did you get to do a lot of stuff, or was it pretty quick?
Was fantastic. And by the way, I have to sing my praises to the lovely Courtney, who sent me all these recommendations. So it was a big tour, and then yesterday, after the change of flights, we're like, we have no other choice but to continue eating and drinking. And so we just tried like little plates everywhere until we had to go into the lobby of the hotel I stayed at and lay down until it was time to get picked up.
C-Lane, I didn't know you could do this, but I guess you can make like boards on Instagram now, and you could put a bunch of things on a board. So if you want to share, like, let's say 10 different restaurants with somebody, you put the board all together, and then you could send them the board instead of each individual thing.
Okay.
But when Courtney sent it to Sabrina...
It was each individual thing.
Instead of just sending one board in one post, it sent every single thing that she had on there. So it was like 12 text messages in a row, basically.
But then what I did, my OCD ass, was write down, like physically grab the notebook and write everything down. 2 pages she sent me of recommendations. It was awesome. Huge fan of NOLA. Got to go back.
There's so many places to go. Like
no boobs, though, this time.
No boobs?
No boobs.
What the hell, man? I've seen boobs almost every time, I think. One time, I think we talked about this at the time, but I didn't get to see him, but Courtney did, because I was facing her talking, and she was facing me, but her eyes were sort of looking toward the bathroom.
And you saw the change?
This guy was with his girlfriend there, and she was trying to be cute, so she walked over by the bathroom, and right when she got by the bathroom entrance, she turns around and flashes her boyfriend.
Oh.
But Courtney happened to be just looking at the exact right time, and so Courtney got a flash too. And then she tells me, I'm like, I didn't get flashed. What the hell's going on here? It feels like a robbery. This is unacceptable.
While you were there, Sabrina, I happened to be watching some episode of Family Guy where Stewie's in New Orleans, and they're like, show your boobs, and Stewie's like, getting beads and stuff. And he goes, all right, how about this? And then they imply that he pulls out his junk, and then it cuts to Stewie in jail going, the rules in this town confuse me.
All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll do the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Monday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
On the next Jim Colbert Show, win them before you can buy them, Def Leppard and Journey. That's right, the 2024 Stadium Tour with special guest Cheap Trick. 3 legendary bands coming to Camping World Stadium July 10th. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m., but you can win them on our next show.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the low 60s. So we're below seasonal, but the good news is sun will be out and shining bright. Winds out of the northwest with gusts up to about 25 miles per hour expected today. Coolest temps of the week will be felt tomorrow morning, and then we are back to the low 70s to end the work week. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by CoveringFlorida.org. If you don't have access to health insurance through an employer, a navigator may be able to help you find affordable coverage through the federal marketplace. And the service is free. Visit online at CoveringFlorida.org.
When you want to give the gift of Wawa, a digital gift card is an easy way to send it near or far. Just visit Wawa.com, pick one of our festive card designs, enter your card amount, and write a message. You can choose to have your Wawa gift card show up in their inbox instantly or schedule it to arrive at the right moment. It's like magic. Buy a digital gift card today and give the gift of Wawa to someone you love. Happy gifting and happy holidays from Wawa. Sure, any two slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll, perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats and cheeses, premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aioli, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made fresh just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like for only $6. Gotta have a Wawa.
Remember, when you're ready to sell or trade in your next car, go to GiveMeTheVin.com, because one thing's for certain, I love to buy cars.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Ho, ho, hold up. It's the end of the year already, and I'm way behind. So this month I'm slaying prices. Let's wrap up the year. You'll save up to $6,000 off a nicer, newer car. Plus, I'll stuff your stocking with $1,000 Christmas cash on a new car. Don't wait for the jolly old elf, because right now, Santa R.C. Hill at R.C. Hill Mitsubishi wants to help you save $6,000 and stuff your stocking with $1,000. Are other dealers roasting your chestnuts over past credit mishaps? Let us help you get approved. Help me wrap up the year, and you could fill your sleigh with savings and drive home in a new car today. Save up to $6,000 based on the car you choose. And I'll give you $1,000 Christmas cash for the kiddies. But hurry, this deal's done once we wrap up. I'm R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
Ready to change your phone service? You got to check out Boost Infinite Wireless at boostinfinite.com. You get their low price service and a brand new iPhone every year. And most importantly, listen to this. You get the benefit of Boost Infinite's new technology that selects between its own network and the other two major networks, so you get the best quality calls and data anywhere you are. No one else can do that except Boost. So head to boostinfinite.com today. That's boostinfinite.com. You owe it to yourself to learn what the folks at Boost have to offer. Again, that's boostinfinite.com or call 855-55-BOOST. Boost Infinite Wireless is the only carrier built for the next 50 years, not the last 50. So one more time, right now, go check out boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com. Why settle for one network when you can have three? See boostinfinite.com for terms and conditions.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Melissa Etheridge, I'm Not Broken Tour. April 11th, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa. For tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com or HardRockTampa.com. Melissa Etheridge in concert. I'm Not Broken Tour. Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
Making it to Wednesday is a win in itself. And to celebrate, Dunkin' Rewards members get a free donut with drink purchase every Wednesday, now through December. Limit one classic donut per member per Wednesday. Terms and exclusions may apply. Participation may vary. Offer ends 12/27/2023.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Mark your calendar and tell your boss to shove it. Kid Rock, Jason Aldean, and some of their friends are going to get loud, going to get rowdy, and they're going to do it in your hometown. Tickets to Rock the Country are on sale now. Get them before they're gone at rockthecountry.com.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is
And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Monday. Thanks for being with us today. We appreciate that. Missed any of the show? Go grab the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. Let me remind you, Junkie Claus has arrived all this week, and everything went very, very fast today as expected. There are only a few items left just in particular sizes, so what we brought back today out of the office closet was the Summer Vibes shirt, which is available in a couple of colors. All the tank top stuff sold out, even though we're in December right now. But the shirts, there's the Aqua shirt, there is, how many left? 1 4XL of the Aqua shirt is left, and 3XL. And then the black version of the shirt, Summer Vibes, there's only one, I think. 1 4XL of the black version of that. So if you want to grab it, go get it right now at getskywall.com. Every other SKU of that is sold out.
It's also worth mentioning, it doesn't necessarily have to go to a 4XL man.
Nah.
I think it could be a nice summer dress. Maybe a beach cover-up.
You could sleep in that thing.
Oh, no. I mean, you could, but your boobs are out for sure.
Oh, like the neck hole would be big enough that you kind of float through it a little bit?
Yeah, the armholes, yeah, boob city.
Well, either way.
Side boob.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to.
Celine loves his side boob every time.
He got a little excited when he said that. You get a random sticker and a random magnet along with it, and we're going to bring back a brand new design tomorrow. Or not a brand new design, but a different design will be brought back from the dead tomorrow as Junkie Claus continues this week. Again, getskywall.com, GETSKYWALL.com. Bam! If you're those sizes, nab those last couple. All right, let's get to some final dispatches and see what's on your mind as we get out of here and get on to the final 4 shows of 2023. Woo! We have Banana Potato joining with us and this person has a story about a teacher, I guess. All right.
Hey, Junkies. Hey. I was just commenting on the 28-year-old teacher that was doing OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. And, man, does that sound like a nice gig. $8,000 to $10,000 a month.
Not bad.
For having people just subscribe. That's got to be like, she's got to have at least maybe like 300 subscribers that pay like $25 a month. And my question is, how do you accumulate more followers? Because from what my understanding on OnlyFans is that you can't like really like look through a feed of people to follow. It's you search for people. It's not like Instagram where, you know, like you post something and you do a hashtag and people can click on that hashtag, you know.
Right. I understand what you're saying. It's not very discoverable as a platform.
Branding, baby.
You have to like advertise yourself on places where people look for pornography.
Right. So you create an Instagram and then you post thirst traps on the Instagram and you go, for the good stuff, follow me on OF, right? And then you put your prices.
A lot of people are under the impression is like you start this account and then boom, you make all this money. But it's like a lot of people are constantly all day long creating content for this stuff.
Yeah,
you have to have and you have to have engagement. That's why
it's a grind. You know, not for nothing. What also helps out to grow your OnlyFans followers and subscribers, especially if you're a teacher, is to get in the news for losing your job as a teacher.
Yeah.
So that people hear your name and want to see your picture. Because I went to this girl's Instagram page, and there's no way she would be hired as a teacher with that Instagram page.
Well, is it a bunch of like sexy photos?
Yeah, they're like you said, they're all Instagram thirst traps.
Who would want to be a teacher when you could be an OnlyFans star and make all that money?
Well, because it's for, the future of America or something.
I know, but the future of America doesn't really deserve it right now. I think these kids, there's a bunch of them that are just monsters.
Okay.
And if you're a teacher and you're fed up and you feel like you're not appreciated and you got a banging body, go over to OnlyFans, make your money.
What about a good personality?
You could use that on there too. You could be of all different stripes and be successful on OnlyFans.
I think give it a go. I still have that account that we were talking about it. I think over a year ago, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make it."
Got to get into the feet world. I hear that's big. The feet world, I don't get it.
Pedicure first, then.
It's so bizarre to me, but it's a very, very popular thing.
Can I get in trouble for that?
I
just have to put the logo on my tees or something.
Put Real Radio on there. You might be fine. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? We have time for one more? Yeah, I think we do, right? Okay, here's Snob Wasson.
What up, Wasson?
Hey.
The rest of you junkies. Yeah, man, there's nothing like walking out the back door of your house on top of a mountain in Vermont to go get yourself a Christmas tree.
Hell yeah.
About 300 yards, like I did once at my grandparents' house. Chopped down a 10-foot tall spruce, drug it back to their door, put it inside, and had one of the best Christmases ever.
That's how you do it.
Nothing like that, my brother. Nothing whatsoever. Merry Christmas to all. May you guys have an awesome year, and look forward to hearing you guys next year. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. All right.
Everyone's saying bye to us now. Do we start Best of tomorrow?
No, not yet. We still got 4 more shows. 4 more shows, and they're going to be probably C+ material, and that's what we're aiming for here. And then next year, bam, baby, A+ is back. I'll be recharged. We'll be ready to go. We'll have some really legendary stuff for you. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the stories that didn't make the cut, they all made the cut. But they are brought to you by Nation's Trucks, and we love them over there.
You did it.
Go to nationstrucks.com, and you can see the most amazing inventory around nationstrucks.com. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I learned this movie right here.
Mary Poppins.
That's right, Mary Poppins. The first Mary Poppins book originally had a chapter where Mary and the children travel around the world and meet racially stereotypical people. This chapter was revised in 1967 to make the characters a little less offensive, and then revised again in 1980 so that they were talking to animals instead of humans. So that chapter has had some work over the years. This is a weird one.
I really wish they would have left that in there, though. That would have been a fun look back.
Yeah, it's like a time capsule. Today I learned in this country,
Japan.
Japan is correct. Japan has several nose tombs which contain tens of thousands of severed noses from Korean people. That's right. There are various different tombs where they had their spoils of war. And
let me get a look at those nose tombs.
one of the leaders really liked these noses. And so there's 20,000 noses from Koreans that they killed and it's called. Wait, that doesn't make.
Where's the rest of the Koreans?
It's called ear mounds, but it contains noses and not ears. Don't know why they.
That's how they get you.
That's weird. Yeah, they trick you. Today I learned this thing right here.
Twilight.
Trek.
Yep, Star Trek is correct. While the theme from Star Trek does not play its lyrics when Star Trek airs, it does have unheard lyrics written by Gene Roddenberry, the creator of the franchise. As such, Roddenberry gets paid every time an episode of Star Trek airs, even though Star Trek doesn't have the words in the theme. Must be nice, damn it. Today, while working in a movie theater in Arizona, Bill Hader got fired for spoiling the end of Titanic to all the moviegoers who
isn't that
gathered
spoiled
there.
in history?
Yeah, I feel like that's old enough. And finally, today I learned this guy right here.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Elvis.
Chuck
Berry.
Berry is right. Today I learned rock legend
I
Chuck
almost said
Berry.
Chubby Checker when you were given the Chuck.
He was married to his wife for more than 70 years before he died. Even dedicated an album to her. Amazing that she stayed with him, considering all those stories and that Chuck Berry sex tape that's floating around out there. It's the most vile of all of them. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast